This broadcast is copyrighted by Empire Media and Management. Any unauthorized reproduction is strictly prohibited.
Good evening, Panther Nation. We're here for the Coach Lee Doty Show, and we're brought to you by Benoit Ford of Farmville. I'm William Handy. We're coming to you from the clubhouse at Frenchman's Bend. We're here every Wednesday night, 6:15, and we'll kind of go over the game from the prior week. Let Coach Doty will present the McDonald Senior Spotlight. We'll discuss the offense, defense, special teams from the prior week, and have the players of the game for offense, defense, special teams, and that brought to you by First Security Titles Monroe, and preview the upcoming game. And this week, that's going to be Mangham High School, Coach, and we're going to hit the road to meet up with the Dragons on Lebrano Field. Of course, they're coming off a big win against Oak Grove last week, 27-23. They went on the road in somewhat of an upset, but I want everybody to come take the short drive to Mangham this week and support these Panthers. I tell you, I think we got a real special team here, Coach, and look, if you can't make it, I want you to live stream it, but I really like you to be there in person. And I think you need to get on that train ride now, because I think we're going to have some fun games to watch. Coach, we want to start out, I'm going to throw it to you, let you go ahead and do the McDonald Senior Spotlight that we're going to do each week. I'll turn it over to you.
All right, well, look, once again, we want to thank Miss Angela Thomas, for the Director of Operations at McDonald's, for doing our Senior Spotlight, for sponsoring our Senior Spotlight. And we have our Senior Spotlight this week is JaKeldrick Miller and Grant Hanna. JaKeldrick is not here with us tonight, but Grant is. So we asked Grant to come on up, and Ms. Thomas, why don't you come on up and present this for us? And Miss Angela, while we're here, let's see what's in this bag. Last week we gave it and didn't see what's in it, so we got time. Let's see what all the goodies we're getting here from McDonald's, and Miss Thomas is bringing us, and it looks like a pretty good bag right here. So we got some nice stuff here, some personalized stuff. And Angela, Jennifer, we really, really appreciate this, and thank you so much for sponsoring us. And we had the Warburgers last week and had a victory eating the hamburgers, so we're excited about that. And let's give McDonald's a big hand, and we appreciate you so much. Grant and JaKeldrick will also serve as our captains this week. So Grant, let's speak a little bit about him. Grant is also our special teams captain, and he earned that through his hard work over his career here. And we're very proud of Grant. He's been a guy that's shown up and worked in the weight room, and got some playing time last year, and this year is a big time player for us, and he's earned everything he's getting. So very proud of Grant, and he'll represent us this week at Mangham as one of our team's captains. So let's give Grant a hand. Thank you, Grant. Even though JaKeldrick didn't make it with us, I also want to just speak a little bit on JaKeldrick. You know, JaKeldrick is a guy that, you know, he had set out his 10th grade year, just to be perfectly honest with you, and he knows this, he kind of had to get his head on straight. And you know, there were some stipulations that he had to do when he come back, and he faced them straight on like a man, and he did them all. And just to be honest with you, some of those stipulations a lot of folks wouldn't have done, but he did it. And you know, last year he came back, and if we would have played a full season, he'd had 1,000 yards rushing. And he's worked hard in the weight room, and he's really become one of our leaders, and someone that our kids look up to. So very proud of JaKeldrick, and I wish he could have been here, but circumstances prevented that. But let's give JaKeldrick a big hand. Yeah.
Congratulations to those two young men for being captains of the game, and speaks well of them as well. Coach, Coach, I thought what we might do tonight is recap the Loyola game. Of course, it was a 42-14 victory, and a real good opening game for the Panthers, I thought, on both sides of the ball. But very interesting, it was almost a tale of two halves, Coach. Ended the first half with a 6-0 lead, and of course all the scoring took place really in the second half. And I kind of want to go through the game with you by the quarter and kind of get your reaction on some things, and just ask you a few decisions that were made, just kind of get feedback. So many times, I know Ben's probably the same way, people ask me questions, well, what was the deal? What were they doing here? And well, now we can ask, So I just
May
say, hey,
not
look.
get an answer, but you can ask.
That's exactly right. And
Yeah.
But hey, the thing about it, I said, he's the coach. That's why he made that decision. So anyway, but Coach, game started out great. We won the toss. Of course, you deferred, but the defense came out and 3 plays had an interception by Maddox Bryant. He got us the ball on our end of the field on the 37, and we put together a nice drive and got down the field to the 29-yard line, turned it over on downs. Lawhine on a 4th down play rolled out. I thought he made a good decision. I think he went down Barr, he had him one-on-one, and John Barr, 6'4", I mean, that gives you a chance to at least try to convert something. So, in talking about John, he got more involved in this game, and that's going to be good for us long term. But again, Loyola took the ball, another 3 and out, and we take over on our 44. This time you had moved Ramajay Hatfield at the tailback position, ripped off 2 big runs, the last being the 10-yard touchdown score. Coach, you had talked a little bit about evaluating these guys in that backfield and what you had. Was it your game plan to get Hatfield as many carries at tailback as you did, just to see what he could do, number one, and get him comfortable in that position? Two tailbacks seems like a lot, but in a long season, particularly the kind of schedule we're playing, it's got to give you some comfort to know you got a third guy you can go to there.
Well, we don't want any of our running backs to get beat up. We're not going to give our kids football 30 or 40 times a game. And we don't, Trammell went in as our starting tailback, and we wanted to get him around 20 carries, but we just didn't want to get him beat up. And, we're going to depend on him all year. With Jakeldrick out, then somebody else had to step up. And, we worked, I know they worked Ramajay at tailback some, and it was just a serious thing. We said, look, second series of the game, let's get him in and get him some carries and see what to do. So, but he responded well, and like I said, we kind of split some carries between those two, and very happy that we did.
Yeah. One thing I was going to ask, and this is, I know instead of going for the extra point, we went for 2 on that first series. Was that something you wanted? Did you see something you wanted to try, Coach, in there? Did you see something that you might could take advantage of? Just
you didn't see us practice extra point all week, so that's why we went for 2. I made in my mind we wasn't going to kick one the whole game because we're absolutely horrible at it in practice. So that's why we didn't kick them.
Well, I think it's a timing issue. We've talked about it before. You give Jacob Green a consistent snap, he's going to be pretty much automatic. So, got to answer that question.
Yeah.
So, and then looking into the defense again, just did a great job. Seems like early in the game, got another 3 and out. And I'm going to do something here. I'm going to talk a little bit about the quarterback for Loyola. Coach, you had told us prior to the game, you could always kind of give us a little insight as to what to expect. Jacob Lafitte was everything you said he was. I mean, we had seen him on film, but you got to call it for what it is. He got my respect. That kid's tough. He can throw, he can run, and he just did a real good job. We got a 3 and out on him, and then he flipped the field on us and kicked it all the way down to the 10-yard line. But y'all managed to, the offense managed to put together a good drive. I mean, we got down to the 44 and threw an interception down on the other end of the field that got it to the 10, and that took us into that second quarter. And that's where Lafitte really kind of put it together. Early in the game, Coach, they were running a lot of screen plays, and being a layman, I take that they're trying to control that rush. I would assume that's what it is. But he really started having some success on his out routes, slant routes, went downfield some, had a great set of receivers. They were making some really, really good catches. But once they got down inside the 5, of course that field got compressed, and the coverage very good, and those running lanes got shut down. Coach, you don't want to see your defense give up an 85-yard drive. I understand, but you had to be pleased that when their back was against the wall, they stiffened their neck and shut them down. And like I said, I know you don't want to give them an inch, but I think that speaks well for this defense. When they get the backs against the wall, they deliver.
Well, I want to speak about Lafitte first. He's a winner. And I've coached those type of kids before, and I knew they were going to come over here and compete. And I have to give them credit. I thought Loyola improved as much from the Jamboree to their first game as anybody I've seen. And, that kid took a beating. And he would just get back up and play. He'd cramp, and he'd get up, and he'd go play safety. He'd cramp, he'd get up, and he'd go punt. He'd get knocked out, and he'd come back and play quarterback. And my hat's off to that guy. You could tell he was a winner watching him on film, and you could tell those kids really play hard for him. But I think it's good for us to give up those type of drives. I think it's good for us to be in that situation, because we're never going to get any better unless we have adversity. And if everything's easy for us, then we're just going to stay the same. But having some adversity makes us better. And if they would have scored there, I'd like to kind of see how we would have reacted to that as well. So. These early games, man, you hope you get those situations where down the road that your kids can fight through it, but it's good for us to have some adversity. And Loyola earned every yard that they got during that drive right there.
They did, and I didn't mention Trey Taylor, and you had really talked about him as well. Small guy in stature, but just, he's a dynamic athlete, and really, catch the ball. He was all you said he was, and so I thought that was good for the defense to have to deal with somebody like that, and really, they made some phenomenal catches on that drive, Coach. I got to give them that one, but it ended for them with a botched snap, and so we got out of that, not giving up any points. And an interesting thing about it, there were so many back and forths in that first quarter. We went on a long drive at that point. At our 13, got down to the 20-yard line, and of course, you sort of foreshadowed it. We went ahead and tried a 37-yard field goal. Had a little missed snap on that, and of course, Jacob Green missed that just from that disrupted timing. But when you look back at that first half, Coach, y'all were moving the ball up and down the field. And, you get the old saying, you get between the 20s, you can move it. We'd get down close, something would happen. Didn't capitalize, and of course everybody said, boy, I bet Coach Doty's going to go in there and ream them out. But, I know sometimes a velvet glove upside the head is probably better than a brick. What did you tell the kids at halftime? Because, when they came out, obviously it was a different approach, seemed like. They responded.
Well, I just didn't think we executed very well offensively, and, I'm a yard guy. I'll give you 300 yards on offense if you don't ever get in the end zone. I'm not trying to get statistical guy of the year. I don't care anything about stats. I want to score, and I want to keep you from scoring. But we just talked to our offense about going out and executing, and basically I thought we had a lot of talk that week about how good we were going to be and how we were going to run them off the field and all this. So. I kind of questioned our guys about that. We won't talk the talk, but we didn't walk the walk. So, it was about time for some ninth graders to go in and one more drive like we've been having, and we might have seen the future.
Right. Well, and that's kind of what I figured, Coach. You don't produce what you produce by not knowing how to get it out of those kids, right. and you do a great job of that. Third quarter, that's where really the action started, and you talk about turning points in a game. This was almost, you call that the turning point quarter. And on that first drive, you had really 2 turning point plays. You know, we took that opening kickoff, had it on our 22-yard line, had 4th down and 1. We moved it up to the 31, and you didn't hesitate, Coach. You went straight in there, called that play, and I think Ben and I could sense that on air too. He's fixing to jam this thing in there. You get a good response from the kids when you do that, Coach. You know you got confidence in them for one. If you don't get it, you got your defense coming out there. That gets those guys pumped up. Hey, Coach believes. Tell me about that decision when you made that. I mean, there wasn't any doubt when you made that call.
Well, I just, you know, to me, you know, in my mind, I'm thinking, and this may be the play of the season right here. This may be how we determine what we got about us, you know. Are we good enough to get a yard when we need it, or are we just going to be soft and, you know, not get it? So I knew we were going for it immediately, and I asked Larry, I said, we got to play, and he said, oh yeah. So, you know, I thought that probably gave us a little lift right there, and then maybe deflated them just a little bit, because they had played, you know, 3 plays right there. They played really well, and on 4th and 1, you know, they give up the 1st down, and you know they gonna take the ball over on the 30-yard line, and so it seemed like that deflated them a little bit as well.
Yeah, and to piggyback on that play too, because I thought the same thing, and you wound up facing a 3rd down and 9 on the 47. And you called a rollout to Lawhon to the left, and I believe you had John Barr and Ram down the field, and you had Hatfield short out, and that play I just loved it. I had to watch it several times, but you know Lawhon started pointing, and Hatfield made a great block. I mean he sealed it off, and you had great blocks downfield from Barr and Foster, and it kind of goes back to what you were saying, Coach. Team, it got to be a team, and you've seen these guys working together, working for each other, and you know Lawhon rips off a great run, gets it down inside the 30, and then Tremel Colvin comes in, next play, touchdown. And you were talking about deflating a defense. That was one thing I thought about on that one drive. That was a killer. Mm-hmm. You said it. They go from a position where they may can get that ball down in their end of the field. Number one, you get that short yard you needed. And then number 2, you rip off big drive and get the score. So that deflated those guys, I think, at that point, Coach. And that just sort of piggybacks on what you had said. But I want to focus a little bit on the defense. You know, very impressive. Once we got that score, that defense came out 3 plays, minus 2 yards. Of course, we got the ball back, turned the ball over again deeper in their territory. Defense came out, delivered another minus 4-yard drive, Coach. I got to say this, Coach. That defense, you had to be happy with what you saw from them. They were flying to the ball, and we're going to talk a little more about them in the defensive segment. But, Coach, you had to be happy with what you saw with those guys.
I was, and you know, I was happy with Mason. You know, going back to Mason, you know, I'd like to see him use his legs more, and you know, he's a great athlete, can really run. So just seeing him take off and run at that time was great. And but yeah, defensively, you know, we've been playing well so far, but you know, we wouldn't play in the Pittsburgh Steelers, you know, so we got to keep getting better. And you know, we were never scared of those guys running off and leaving us. You know, we never were. But you know, we'll see some real speed this Friday night for sure.
Oh yeah. And you know, you're talking about speed. The score that they finally did get was a Trey Taylor pass down the field, and he got in behind the coverage, just outran everybody, and he wasn't far behind them. But again, that goes back to Lafitte. He stood in the pocket, he got nailed, and still made a great pass to Taylor. And looking at that, I mean, I had to think, well, Coach can't be upset with that. Your coverage was not bad. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat. I mean,
yeah, well, that guy, you know, he's a good player, and it wasn't the catch, but it was definitely the throw, and he took a big lick on that, and you know, hats off to him. And you know, I tell you what I was proud of though was I've coached teams here before that give up a touchdown and they piled on the extra point, We didn't do that the other night. We gave up a touchdown. Our kids lined up, and you know, they were trying their best to block the extra point. And I told our kids that in film, you know, and I appreciate that. You know, extra point's not a free play. And like I said, we've given up touchdowns before, and we've sat there and pouted, and you know, not line up. But these kids the other day, man, they showed some heart and some character, and I am very proud of them.
Well, and that's a good point you make, because, you know, after that touchdown was scored, you didn't see the offense slack off. I mean, that next drive, you came down and Lawhon hits Barr in the end zone for a 31-yard pass. And that goes back, and I want to talk about Mason a little bit later as well, but good job of Mason standing in there. He saw Barr down the field, he gets it to him. Barr beat the coverage, and I know that's what you've been looking for, Coach. Barr's got the speed, very deceptive. He's so tall, he doesn't look like he's fast, but those long legs are covering some ground. And I know that's something you want to see, is getting Barr more involved in that offense. And as it played out, Coach, going into the third quarter, we had the 28-7 lead, and of course, you had another big run by Colvin to add another touchdown on the board, and then finally finished off with the second touchdown of the night for Ramajay Hatfield. So you got great contributions from both those backs, and of course that offensive line did what it always does. And of course it's good game preparation by Coach Foster with those guys, and again we'll talk about them a little bit later as well. But of course they had kind of a ho-hum touchdown at the end. I know you were substituting a lot. I mean, you were shuttling in and out, and had a lot of second, third string guys in there. And of course, Loyola went down. I think they scored on that last drive 85 yards. But Coach, 10,000 foot view, what was your overall impression for the opening game for the team? And I'm just talking about offense, defense. How'd you feel coming out of that game, Coach?
Well, it all started with some really good sausage and biscuits from McDonald and Jennifer Thomas Friday morning. Yeah. And I knew when our kids were eating those and enjoying them the way they did that we were going to have an opportunity to win. And so that's how it got started. I want to make sure everybody knows that. I'm very proud of our kids. I mean, you know, there's some situations in there, and we got to get better at extra point. I mean, you know, that's just something we've been so good at, and we just slop through it, and we look terrible. And, you know, I'm not sure it's going to be any better this week, but maybe we're practicing it too much. But, you know, right now, I think we're right where we want to be. I mean, we're 1-0, and I'm not sure if you can be better than that after one game. So, pretty excited right now and happy for our kids.
Well, Coach, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to review the offensive performance, and then we're going to present the first security title of Monroe Player of the Week for offense.
I spend my nights under the stage lights, but after the applause, I'm back in my truck from my hometown dealer, Benoit Motors. The country roads of Louisiana are my soul, and Benoit Motors gets who I am and who we are. They are proud to be a dealership for the everyday American. Join me and become a member of their family. Benoit Motors. They're with you for all your life's big moments and all the miles in between.
Meet Dave. Dave has a problem. He has way too much stuff and not enough room to store it. As Dave searches, he comes across Ashley Storage. They have great locations in Monroe and Sterlington, Louisiana. They have a wide variety of storage unit sizes available, and their prices are very reasonable. The best part about Ashley Storage is that Dave can reserve his storage unit online from his home, quick and easy. Give us a call or check out our website at ashleystorageofsterlington.com.
At Cross Keys Bank, we're full of Sterlington Panther pride. We're also proud to offer free key checking for individuals and businesses. Free key checking has no minimum balance requirement, and you'll never have to worry about bank fees again. I'm Lee Riordan, Sterlington Market Manager. I invite you to stop by our branch soon to open a free key checking account. Cross Keys Bank, member FDIC.
Cross Keys Bank.
CommuniHealth Services in Bastrop provides quality medical, dental, and behavioral healthcare services for patients of all ages. Our goal is to make a difference by providing superior healthcare services and exceed patient expectations by doing the right thing every day to improve lives in our community. If you're ready for our team to care for you, visit communihealth.org today.
Welcome back to the Coach Lee Doty Show, brought to you by Benoit Ford of Farmville. And before we go over the offense, Coach, we'll go back to the senior spotlight.
Yeah, Ms. Thomas, since you're still here, JaKeldrick made it. If you want to, I'm going to bring JaKeldrick up and let you take care of him on our senior spotlight too. So. Make sure we get you on TV, JaKeldrick. Yeah, we talk good about you too. Just want you to know. And so listen up, you also be our captain Friday night at Mangham, and glad you're back and healthy and ready to roll. So let's give JaKeldrick a big hand. Thank you, man.
Well, Coach, we'll go ahead and talk about the offense. Just want to kind of drill down on a few things. The running game was outstanding. I had to look at I know you're not a stat guy, but I had to look at this. We finished the night with 42 rushes, 475 yards, 5 touchdowns in the passing game. And Lohan was 8 of 12, 98 yards for a touchdown. So that was total of 573 yards on offense with 6 touchdowns. That's really not a bad way to start the season. But I wanted to talk a little bit about that offensive line. You know, we had talked last week about those guys meshing early in the season. And, of course, Coach Foster does a great job of getting those guys working as a unit. And I know you held Peyton Park-Smith out for the game. And, of course, he'll be back this week. But, you know, after watching the film, Coach, what was your assessment of how they performed? And I know you had to replace some guys during the game. Seemed like they really didn't miss a beat.
Yeah, I was very pleased with them, and you can tell they're starting to kind of come together. You know, we started 2 sophomores at tackles, and I was very proud of the way they played. You know, Mitch Hodnett is a guy that is very talented, and he did some things the other night. And he didn't play 100% great all the time, but that's great because it means he can improve. But there were some plays that he made the other night that you put them on video that's going to get him signed somewhere. And so I thought those 2 young guys came in and played really well. And then when we subbed a lot of guys, you know, even during the games when the game was still, you know, not sure who's going to win, we played a lot of folks. And you know, Cooper Lyon came in and got a lot of snaps. Drew Huff played a lot of snaps. And, you know, on the last drive where Ramaje scored, you know, that was our whole second unit in. So the guys are starting to play like they're capable of, and very proud of them. And Coach Foster's done a great job. And I think this week will be even, you know, better. I think you'll see some more improvement this week out of them as well.
Well, and that was one thing that really stood out is how well they did work together. And as you said, you could see as y'all were shuttling guys in and out, you were still getting the same result. And see a lot of those guys playing to the echo of the whistle, and that's what you want to see. And then, you know, talking about that running game, Coach, you know, what can you say about what Colvin and Hatfield did? I was talking to Trammell before we came on air, and I said, you know, there's a lot of teams that would love to have Hatfield's stats, you know, 10 carries, 119 yards, 2 touchdowns. Well, heck, Trammell almost tripled that, but talks well about what that offensive line did for those guys. And Coach, I kind of foreshadowed it some. It's got to give you a lot of comfort knowing that you got those kind of guys in that backfield, and you still got JaKeldrick Miller there. And so, you know, that's one thing we've always had is good running backs in the Sterlington program. So Coach, I got to think the future looks bright.
Well, I mean, 3 of those guys are seniors. So, you know, we got to get that out of them this year. So that leaves us with 1. Mm-hmm. So,
but that one did a pretty good job. I guess that's what I'm getting at, Coach.
Special, so. But, you know, we're going to we got 4 to play 2 positions right now, and we just got to keep everybody healthy because we just can't give it to somebody 40 times a game. So very happy with these guys, work hard, and they're going to continue to get better.
Well, Coach, and that speaks to something else. We talked a little bit about the passing game and what it can be. And I want to talk about Mason a little bit more. We talked about him in the Bayou Jam. Really mature, showed a lot of poise back there in that quarterback position. And, what we saw in the game Friday night, good poise again, game management skills, making the right decisions, as you said, tucked the ball and ran with it. Just seemed to have real good confidence about him. I mean, Coach, you've kind of touched on your assessment of what he did. When you combine him with that receiving core you have and getting, like I said, you got Barr involved in the game very heavily this past game, and of course you had Ram Foster do what he did in that Bayou Jam. Coach, the chemistry is there. You talk about taking some of that strain off those backs. I think it's there, Coach. I mean, expanding into that passing game. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, we just got, we got to get more accurate. Mason's working on that. I mean, he made some good passes the other day, but there was a couple times if we hit a guy and him diving for the catch, if we hit him running wide open, we probably have bigger plays. But he works hard, and I think as we go along, he's going to get better. I'm going back to last year. I wish there would have been situations where we could have played him more with varsity guys. So he's still young, and those guys that are coming at him instead of JV guys coming at him, they're a lot faster and bigger and stronger. So for him to perform how he has is good. I mean, he's not a coward. He's going to fight you. And I like that about him. I mean, like I said, this guy pitched in the state championship baseball game last year as a 10th grader. I've said that before, so that lets me kind of know about what he's got about him. He's got some guts, and we need him to get better, and he knows that, and I think you'll see him even better this week.
I'll tell you, Coach, I was impressed just watching him because that's his first full varsity game.
Right.
I mean, unless you go back to the River Oaks game last year, and I thought he did a good job there. That's his first game with the bullets flying for a varsity game, and I thought he did well. And another point, too, Coach, that didn't really touch on, you still got 2 tight ends that can catch anywhere on the field. So that opens that up even more in that shorter passing game up the middle. And so, it's almost like a buffet table. What do you want to take? And it's just, I think the sky's the limit on that offense. But Coach, I'm going to turn it over to you to introduce our first security title of Monroe Offensive Player of the Week.
Well, that would be our Offensive Player of the Week is Tremel Coleman. Come on up, Tremel. Very proud of Tremel, 24 carries for 310 yards and 3 touchdowns, and humble guy, and for that effort, he's going to get a T-shirt and a sticker on your helmet. So, and if he rushed for 400 yards this week, you're going to get another T-shirt and a sticker on your helmet. All right. But I mean, the guy, he's just, it's hard not to like Tremel. He just comes to work, and we appreciate him, and comes from pretty good bloodlines too. But we'll talk about that later on. But very proud of this guy, and I'm going to say this: you guys that have young kids. That you're not sure about, you weren't. This is what happened when you hold your kid back. He was held back in elementary school, and people have, I don't want to hold my kid back. This guy, he could be a junior, but he got held back, so he's a sophomore, and he's a mature kid for a sophomore. But if you want to win championships here, and you want to do all that, and you got kids in the 4th and 5th grade, boys that may want to play, hold them back. Hold them back. And because, like I said, that gives us an extra year with them, and this is just living proof right here. So let's give Tremel a big hand, and how much we appreciate it. Thank you, Tremel.
Coach, you reckon you could spring for another extra sausage biscuit? Because apparently that worked for him. So.
Oh, I know the person to call.
Well, a sticker and a sausage biscuit, I could go for that. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll recap the defensive side of the ball and present the first security title of Monroe Player of the Week for defense and special teams.
First Security Title of Monroe provides real estate transaction services in Northeast Louisiana. The closing process has never been easier. With a dedicated staff that takes pride in helping our customers obtain quality service. First Security Title, 1818 Avenue of America, Monroe.
Here in Sterlington, our town motto is Faith, Family, Friends. At First Baptist Church, we believe those three things are what's most important for all of us, from the youngest to the oldest. We want to help you and your family thrive in each area. Whether you're new to town or just looking to get better connected, we'd love for you to come join us on a Sunday morning at 10 a.m. For a full schedule or more information, check out fbcsterlington.com. FBC Sterlington, we're here for you.
When the world is uncertain, having a focus can make everything clear. At Gallagher, our focus is community. Gallagher's purpose is to help you move forward with confidence by managing your risk, by helping you foster a healthy, thriving workforce. So whether your doors never closed or you're looking to return and rebuild, our focus remains where it's always been, on you and your community. Because that's what it means to build confidence together.
We are Marion State Bank.
And have been for 100 years.
Community banking. It's not just what we do, it's ingrained in who we are. By providing a banking experience you can trust. Marion State Bank. Marion, Farmerville, Sterlington, Monroe, West Monroe.
Welcome back to the Coach Lee Doty Show, brought to you by Benoit Ford of Farmerville. Coach, we're going to talk about the defense for just a minute. Defensive line, of course, did what you said they were going to do. Caleb Andrews was a wrecking crew in the middle. I thought Charlie Robinson showed up good. Kellen Hall. And really, I'm going to talk about the linebacking core as well. You had Chase Mitchell. He was all over the field. He was in the backfield. He was dropping in coverage. He was doing everything he needed to do. And you know, those guys in the box, Coach, I think they handle those running lanes well, and I really wanted to get your take on how well they did Friday night.
Well, they played a good game, and we expect them to be even better this week. You know, those kids, Caleb Andrews is the only senior in that bunch right there on the front line. So, you know, Charlie was playing in his first varsity football game, even though he's a junior because he had set out last year. You know, Kellen's a guy that's played a lot of football for us. You know, we had Jackson Moore that's playing in his first full varsity football game. And Caleb Evans playing his first, you know, all those guys are sophomores. And we're very proud of them. And DJ coming in, he's our senior, you know, our other senior that plays a lot. So as far as our linebackers, you know, I thought Chase played really well. He's a guy that's found a home where he's at, and he just plays so hard. He plays so hard. And, you know, Luke's a guy that brings a lot of leadership to us, and a senior veteran in there. And Jackson King, you know, he's a guy he's just a baby right now. He's a 14-year-old 10th grader. And he's starting at Mike linebacker for the Sterlington Panthers. And, you know, he's a really good football player, and I can't wait to see how good he's going to be. So, you know, them guys are good. As far as our secondary goes, you know, that's a seasoned bunch back there, and we expect big things out of them. I really like what Jay Bonner has brought to our secondary to come in and play some, and you know, he had a couple of good tackles the other night, and he's very active on the field. And just to be honest with you, he's kind of pushed those other 4 and to make them better, because there's only 4 spots.
That's right.
And you know, and so he's doing a good job. So very excited about that side of the ball, and just hope we can stay healthy.
One thing, and I won't get onto that too deep, but Coach, that secondary on the back end on the running game, I thought they did a great job run support. They really did. And Bonner's one you mentioned, of course, Armand Mills was in there on a lot of tackles, and so was Cole Thompson. Of course, coverage on Cliff Jones was amazing. So, you know, I think in the passing game and on the back end and the running game, I think they did a great job. With all that being said, Coach, I'm going to turn it over to you to introduce the first security title Monroe Defensive Player of the Week.
Hey, Ahmad Mills, come on up. This guy right here. Did a great job for us. Maj played really good the past 2 weeks. He could have really have been the player of the week for us defense against OCS. You know, Maj came in. My first memory of Maj playing football was we were at Carroll, and he was a freshman, and man, we were dropping like flies, it seemed like, and we're just looking for somebody to stick in the game. Hopefully we can hang on. I turn around and he's standing looking at me. I say, let's go. And so he goes in at Carroll as a freshman, ends up with 2 or 3 tackles, and he doesn't back down from anybody. And that's the way he's been. And we can't get him to eat very much and gain any weight, but you know, he sticks it up in there for us. And man, he is a video of a sure tackler. And you know, we're very proud of him. And I think he'll give his mom a lot of credit, because I do. And we love her too, but this guy right here has done a great job. Our defensive player of the week, Ahmad Mills. Let's give him a hand.
And Coach, just going to the special teams right quick, thing that stood out to me was coverage. Kick coverage was good. If Jacob Green wasn't getting it in the end zone, you had guys swarming on the kickoff coverage, and I think that's going to tell us who the special teams player is of the week, the first security title Monroe special teams player of the week. Coach, I'm going to let you introduce him.
All right, Parker, come on up here. Parker Miller, everybody, let's give him a hand. I know if everybody watched the game, you saw number 44 flying down the field and making tackles, and you know, we got this guy healthy, and since he's been healthy, he's been a heck of a player for us, and he's a joy to coach, and we're very proud of him, and very proud to have him. But he made 2 big solo tackles on kickoff the other night, and you know, he's a guy that's on, I guess you're on all of our special teams now, and but look, he's okay with that. You know, he doesn't have to start. He doesn't have to be, you know, the team captain. He's taken his role, and he's made the best out of it. And you know, that's why he's up here, is because he worked so hard at it, and it's a pride thing for him. And let's give Parker Miller a big hand, our special teams player of the week. Thank you, Parker. And I also want to thank first security title, Mitch Houston, for doing that. I mean, Mitch bought all of our T-shirts that these guys get, and does a great job for us, and he's very proud to be a supporter of the Panthers. So let's thank Mitch and first security title as well.
Well, Coach, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk just a little bit about the Mangham Dragons game and wrap things up.
Ron D. Bush, State Farm.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great race, we gave this game day jam surprisingly great lyrics.
I saved a lot this year because I called the pros.
I am calling State Farm. I gotta make a phone call.
We got that coverage here. Protect your car and home.
I am calling State Farm. I gotta make a phone call.
You can just call now. There's a little bit of grapes with a little bit of Jake. Look at my quote now.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
NELA Turf Farms provides sales, delivery, and installation of luscious sods and rich soils. Whether you're building your own lawn from scratch or you're looking to restore the look and feel of your old landscape, we can help. Our technicians have over 20 years of experience analyzing our residential and commercial clients' needs. Contact us today to learn more about our services or to schedule an initial appointment. Carpenter Road, Bastrop, Louisiana.
Hello, I'm Ross Downs of the Downs Law Firm. We're a personal injury law firm that handles cases involving 18-wheeler crashes, automobile wrecks, pedestrian accidents, as well as slip, trip, and fall. We're with our clients every step of the way. We advise them through issues surrounding the liability issues of a wreck or a personal injury. Please give us a call if we can be of further assistance.
Ross Downs, 318-284-8551. That's the sound of the fifth quarter at the 64 in Sterlington. Come and get some of that good old authentic Louisiana cuisine, like only the 64 can whip up for you, child. Nolan's has come to town, and there's only one place to be after the Panther game. It's the 64. Hey Trey, fix me some of them jazzy potatoes.
Welcome back to the Coach Lee Doty Show, brought to you by Benoit Ford of Farmville. Coach, we'll talk just a little bit about the Mangham Dragons. We'll take them on at 7 o'clock Friday night at their field. And Coach, last year they made that run to the semifinal game. Of course, they got a great coaching staff over there, a lot of older veteran coaches. Coach Scott Wilcher's been there the past few years. They do a great job. They got all the way to the semis, lost to Kinder 19-13, a tough game for those guys because they played a hard game. But, of course, they'd lost three of their key pieces on that offensive side of the ball. Quarterback Caleb Pleasant, their wide receiver was Tay Gaden, and running back was Cam Wilmore. And I got a chance to see them 2 weeks in a row. Great athletes, but those guys are gone. Watching the film, Coach, looks like their quarterback, number 6, T.J. Bell, and their junior running back, Jalen Williams, number 4. It looks like those guys are really phenomenal athletes. It seems like we say this every week. But watching them against Oak Grove, they probably ran 90% of the offensive plays that I saw. Looked a little film at the Bayou Jam, saw a little more passing from Bell. But looked like against Oak Grove, Jalen Williams was the guy to deal with. And what impressed me about him, Coach, is he's one of those guys that you think you got him, but you don't. And he's got good feet. He seems to have good vision, can slide and move, very hard to tackle. Matter of fact, he ripped off a 94-yard touchdown on the second play of the game against Oak Grove. Coach, give me your thoughts on how you want to approach containing him. And then the second part of my question is really around Bell. Do you consider him more of a dual threat quarterback? I didn't see much running out of him necessarily against Oak Grove, but I know he's got that. What's going to be your approach for those two guys from defense?
Well, I think for the running back, we got to get to him before he really gets started. And, we have some plans for that. And, the quarterback, like I said, is just contained pass rush on the guy, and don't let him break contain because we're going to have trouble if he does. And we haven't been very good at that, to be honest with you. So I would think they run a lot of traps, inside traps against Oak Grove. I'll be very surprised if they don't give us some tight formations and try to get outside of us and use the quarterback's legs to hurt us. So, I'm expecting something different than I saw against Oak Grove. And so it's going to be a heck of a challenge for them.
Well, and I think you're right. They seem to have the athletes to be diverse on offense. And again, I go back to that coaching staff. I don't put them on y'all's level. I put y'all pretty high. But I mean, they've got a lot of experienced guys that can make adjustments during the game. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, Coach, their defensive line on the hoof, they look good. Last year, they were really a key point to the defense, what they were able to do. The linebackers are kind of undersized, but they move well, fast to the ball. You see some matchups you like, Coach, in the running or the passing game going into tonight?
First of all, let me say, Coach Wilcher is a great coach, and he's been successful in whatever sport he's ever coached. So those guys can really get after, and he can flat out coach, and he can flat out get a team ready to play. We got to try to get some movement on those big guys. All those guys, I believe, are returning starters from last year. I think their middle linebacker is gone. He was a really good player last year. We would like to have that guy try to attack that guy, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to get to their Mike backer with the big guys up front. I think their outside backers are really good. They run well. So we may rely on trying to throw the ball more than we'd really like to, but we got to try to get them big guys off of us. So, but you know, we sit here and we brag and talk about our offensive line, so we'll see. I mean, this is the week, you know. We'll see what we're made out of with them guys, so looking forward to it.
Well, Coach, that's going to kind of wrap up the show. You have any closing comments you'd like to?
Well, I'd love to sit here and thank Benoit Ford for being our sponsor. Thank you, Frenchman's Bend, for hosting us. I'd like to little shout out to Miss Kitty up there at Southern Meat Market. You know, Miss Kitty supplies water not only for our football players, but she does it for our band, our cheer, our middle school kids, and she does that out of the goodness of her heart. And I also like to thank Save You More up there, Brandon Morris, for providing us water as well. We couldn't make it without you guys, and we appreciate you so much. And another shout out to Mitch and them, and to McDonald's, thank you, and hope to see everybody there, and go Panthers.
Well, Coach, I'm with you. We want everybody in the stands, pack the stands, and if you can't make it to the game, of course you can live stream it on YouTube, so go Panthers as well, Coach.
There you go.
There's a snap. Going to be a quarterback fake to Taylor. He's going to try to find some room, and he's going to find nothing and be tackled for a loss at the 14-yard line. Man in motion to the far side. There's a snap. Going to try to be a quick give, and Defada's going to be sacked by number 10, Chase Mitchell. Side. The feet calls for the ball. He's going to drop out and roll to his left. Now he steps up in the pocket, and it's going to be number 10, Chase Mitchell, who sacks him again. Jacob Green tees it up to kick it away. He's going to kick it down to about the 7-yard line, where it's going to be fielded by number 6, Van Norman, and he is cut down immediately at the 17-yard line. And that's Parker Miller on a big special team stop. Body set. There's the snap. Give straight ahead to Ramajay Hatfield. He finds some room, and he's up the sideline. He's at the 30, the 25, one man to beat. He's going to be forced out of bounds at the 11-yard line. I formation again, this time a give to Ramajay. He's going to bounce it outside, and he's got the corner if he can get there, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Panther! 2 receivers out to the far side. There's a snap, counter play to that right side. Ramajay takes it, makes a couple men miss. He's still high-stepping, and he's at the 30. Now he's in the open field. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Panthers!
Heck of a run by Ramajay Hatfield.
Lawhon goes under center. There's a snap. Counter play to the right side. He's going to have some room, and he's trying to get upfield, and he's going to find some room. Now he's going to get outside. Great block by number 9, John Barr, and gets him all the way up to the 39. Foster goes to the far side. There's a snap. Counter play this time to the left side. He's going to find a little more room, and he's going to try to cut it outside. He's got some men to beat. He's across midfield. He's going to make one man miss. He's still moving up to the 35-yard line. Still fighting hard on that ball, young man. There's a snap toss back to Trammell to the near side. He's trying to cut upfield. Finds a little room. He's going to find a little more. Man's going to have him behind him, but he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
Classic count.
Majay Hatfield and Trammell Colvin set behind Lawhon. There's the snap. Going to be a toss back to Trammell to this near side. He's trying to find some room. Now he's going to turn the burners on him. He's in the open field. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Panthers!
That's what we expected to see with Trammell Colvin.
Set to the near side. Lawhon takes it, toss back to Trammell to the near side. He's trying to find some room, makes a man miss. Now he's got some room downfield. He's in the open field again. He's at the 25, the 20, 15, makes a cutback. 10, 5, touchdown, Trammell, and that young man just went over 300 yards. There's a snap. Maybe a counter play action pass. Lawhon rolls out left. He's got room, calls for a blocker. He gets a block downfield. He's got the first down and some more. Lawhon's going to make a man miss. He gets up to the 30, across to the 29. Receiver set to the near side. Counter play, no play action pass. Lawhon rolls out to the right. It's going to be a deep follow route to Barr, who's going to go out of bounds in Flyer territory. Change at the line, goes under center. There's the snap. Counter pass again. Lawhon looking downfield. He's going to take a shot, and he's got John Barr. And there's the catch into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
NELA Turf Farms provides sales, delivery, and installation of luscious sods and rich soils. Whether you're building your own lawn from scratch or you're looking to restore the look and feel of your old landscape, we can help. Our technicians have over 20 years of experience analyzing our residential and commercial clients' needs. Contact us today to learn more about our services or to schedule an initial appointment. Carpenter Road, Bastrop, Louisiana.
Go get 'em, Cody, and go Panthers. Love Dad, Mom, and Lane. Hey Colin, you're doing a great job. We couldn't be more proud of the young man you are. We love you, your biggest fans. You make us proud daily, on and off the field. God has so much in store for you. Continue to believe, work hard, and have fun, Dylan. Love you, Mom, Dad, and Devin. Preston, you've got the world in the palm of your hands. Hard, fast, be the best. We love you, Mom and Dad. Let's go, Jake. Number 82. Give it all you got. We love you, Mom, Dad, Joby, Jenna, and Jill. Grant, this is your year. Make it happen. Let's go. Love you lots. Your cheering squad. Hey, Mitch, our number 70. We are so proud of you. Let's show these guys what you're made of. Love, Mom and Dad. Hey, Ramaj, have a great year. Let's play some Panther football and let's make this year count. Love, Mom and Dad. Best of luck to our number 57 and all the Panthers. Hoping your senior year is the best ever. We love you, Mom and Dad. Jackson, you make us so proud. Work hard, stay focused, and leave it all on the field. Always remember, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Philippians 4:13. Now let's go make some noise. Love, Mom and Dad.
This broadcast is copyrighted by Empire Media and Management. Any unauthorized reproduction is strictly prohibited.
Well, Panther fans, thanks for joining us tonight for Week 2 of our Lee Doty Coaches Show pregame show. We have made the journey tonight over to Mangham for a big Week 2 matchup. But, Coach, before we talk about the Mangham Dragons, this weekend you guys obviously had a big win on Friday night against Loyola to get the season started on the right note. Beautiful Labor Day weekend. Coach, just how was your weekend with the weather and just some time to kind of lay back?
Oh, it was a great weekend, and, it's always better with a W. But it was fun, had a great weekend, enjoyed the day off Monday, and, we went up and got some early work in with the football team. The weather was beautiful. So outstanding weekend for a football coach this last weekend.
Coach, I couldn't help but think, just looking at the weather the last few mornings and even going in, man, we really are kind of getting a taste of fall football weather already. The temperature is going to be really nice tonight. I think when the sun goes down, we're going to be enjoying not a hot, humid weather like we have been, but just a really beautiful night for some football. Yeah, and we'd be very appreciative of that. So looking forward to it. Absolutely. Well, Coach, last week, as we said, you guys victorious over the Loyola Flyers 42-14. And it was a game that really you went into and you got the W, but really started kind of slow for you guys. You were able to put 6 up early, and then kind of everything just stalled for you on offense, but, of course, their offense too. But that first half, what do you think caused the slow start? Well, I think it had a lot to do with being a little overconfident, and I'll tell you this. I thought Loyola improved from their jamboree to game 1 as much as any team I've seen. And I think our kids had just watched film and thought we were going to go out there and roll over them. And, I've coached those type of kids before that Loyola has, and I knew that they were going to fight. I knew that they would be well coached, and I knew they'd come compete because they've done that every time we played. So, but I think we had a little bit of overconfidence going into the game, and, we got hit in the mouth a little bit, and we had to respond, and we didn't respond until later in the game. Yeah. Well, that first half, the number 9 quarterback for them, Coach, is a kid with a lot of grit. I mean, you guys pounded him all night long, and he hung in there, I think, all the way till the final whistle. But I think you kind of knew that. Between him and number 5, that was kind of their playmakers, and you guys were able to contain those guys in the first half. And then when the second half started, I don't know what you guys did at halftime, but when you came out, it was Panthers all the way. Well, I'll tell you, that guy's a winner. Number 9's a winner. It's fun to watch those type of kids play football. You don't like to watch them play that well against your guys, but he kept getting up, and he'd cramp and get up, and then he'd go play safety. He'd cramp and get up, and he'd punt, and he looked like John Elway running around out there on offense. So, what a heck of an effort by that kid. And 5, he's good enough to beat people by himself. And
That's kind of why we played the way we did, try to keep him contained as much as possible. But they're going to win some ball games this year. They're going to keep getting better, and hats off to them for coming in and getting after us.
Well, Coach, the second half you guys come out and the offense, we said, begins to move the ball some, and you begin to put some points up. You were shorthanded with JaKeldrick being out, but Tremel and Ramajay both step up. Tremel finishes with 310 yards, and I think Ramajay added another 120, and I think a total of 5 scores between them. I knew you believed in both those guys, but was it a little surprising to see the amount of production you got from those two guys?
Yeah, I don't think you ever go in a game thinking that, one of your backs is going to run for 310 and the other one's going to run over 100, Yeah, I mean, I have to admit I'm a little surprised. I thought Tremel looked really good. I thought he showed some quickness in between the tackles and then burst afterward. Ramajay, we knew he had that in him. And, he really run the ball hard. He protected the ball, which is always a big deal for him. So outstanding effort by those two guys.
Yeah, because you're going to win a lot of ball games when you can put 475 rushing yards on there. But then on the other side, the quarterback play you got, Mason just did Mason things. 8 of 12 for 98 yards and a touchdown. And you're not asking him to throw for 300 yards, but he gave you a lot of consistency and a lot of efficiency on that.
Well, afterwards somebody said he was 8 for 12. It's kind of looking back, it was hard for me to believe that, but he did. He was proficient. Some of the throws that we made, we had to go down and catch it, and we had to dive and catch. And if he hits those guys in stride, we have a lot better night. But he's getting better, and he's going to be better this week. So glad that he's our quarterback, and we don't have to defend him.
Well, Coach, for your defense, I mean, you hold them through a shutout for the first half. Second half, you give up 14 points, and I believe all 14 points came later in the ball game. You guys were able to get a lot of players in on defense, get a lot of film on some guys. But why do you think you had so much success against that quarterback and number 5 that were able to with so much speed? You guys contained them pretty well.
Well, our guys we practiced really well all week against what they do, and that's an OCS offense that they run. So we were very familiar with it, and we were very concerned about number 5, so we double teamed him most of the night, and we just didn't think they could block us up front enough that we'd have to worry about them running the ball to beat us. So. Our kids just played really hard, and when you do that defensively, you got a chance to be pretty good.
Yeah. Well, Coach, you had to like the effort, as you said, from both sides of the football. And another, one more thing to mention before we move on. Coach, another very clean ball game from a penalty standpoint. I know you had maybe a block in the back or two on a punt return, but as far as your defensive line, your offensive line, those guys seem to be playing very clean.
Well, you take those other penalties sometimes because it's effort penalties, and we had a block in the back on the punt, and it was just a kid trying to make a block. It was an effort. So good for our kids that they're doing this, and we're not jumping off sides, and we're not having false starts, and those things are just drive killers. So very proud of them for doing that.
Well, great Week 1 win for you. And before we move on, let's talk about our Players of the Week, brought to you by First Security Title of Monroe. On offense, who was our Player of the Week, Coach?
Well, it was Tremel. Tremel had 310 and 24 carries, and you said 3 touchdowns, I believe.
3 touchdowns, yes.
3 touchdowns. So, talked to Tremel earlier this week and talked about him being the Player of the Week. And, the first thing he mentioned was he just followed his blocks. And, he wouldn't do it without his offensive line. So he's very humble, and so I'm proud of him for being that way. So Tremel is our Offensive Player of the Week.
All right, Coach, what about our defense? Some guys that stood out on that side.
Ahmad Mills has been playing really well so far as this year. He could have really been the Week 1, in the Jam Player of the Week. He was this week. He had 7 tackles, but he gets everybody else lined up. He plays with a lot of effort. He is a very good tackler. And, he's just the type of guy that he's a program guy. He's a 4-year guy, and you can really see how he's progressed.
Yeah, Ahmad's a kid that Coach, coming in the season, we knew he was going to start, but we weren't sure about the leadership qualities. And so I think it's really good Week 2. You're saying, hey, we're seeing that from him, and he's being the quarterback on the defensive side.
Agree, and that's a big thing right there for us.
All right, well, Coach, what about on special teams? Did you have a player of the week this week?
We did. Parker Miller really played outstanding on special teams, and he's a guy that loves playing football, and we've kind of got him squared away on health issues and everything, and he's finally full speed ahead, and man, he's fun to watch, and he's a joy to coach, and he's earned this, and I'm very happy for him.
Well, good. Congratulations to those players of the week. Again, that's on offense, Tramel Coffin. Defense, Armad Mills. And special teams, Parker Miller. Those players of the week brought to you by First Security Title of Monroe. Well, Coach, tonight we're here in Mangham, and a team that we are pretty familiar with through the years. We've come to Mangham. They were in our district for a while back when we were 1A, and I believe even for a little while when we were 2A. But we really haven't played them since 2016. I believe last year they came over and scrimmaged a little bit, but I haven't played them. But they were winners last week over an Oak Grove team that we'll see next week in a close ball game where they won 27-23. And it seems like the word that everybody's using to talk about Mangham is speed. What have you seen as you've watched them on film?
That would be a good word to describe them. Their quarterback and running back can really fly. And, we're talking like sprinter speed, guys that can really fly. And but they're big up front too now. I mean, they average close to 285. That both their guards are over 300 pounds, and they got wideouts that can fly. So defensively, they're really big up front. I think their two outside linebackers are really good, and it's just going to be a battle for us. It's I've never been over here to play football, so this is a new experience for me, and everybody tells me you're already 10 to 14 points down when you walk on the field. So I'm looking forward to it. It's supposed to be a great atmosphere, so it's a good road trip for us.
Yeah, the Mangham atmosphere is going to be a lot like what Mangham experienced in Oak Grove last week. There's definitely a home field environment there, and a lot of folks will come out, and it's a great environment for high school football. But Coach, you mentioned the size up front. We're going to see from them a shotgun spread offense basically. And it seemed like they showcased that against Oak Grove and even against Franklin Parish. The quarterback can do a little bit of it all, but he is a guy that if he gets an open space, he's going to make something happen.
Yeah, he is a guy that we're going to have to contain. I'm not sure you'd rather him throw it or run it, but I know when he throws it, three things can happen, and two of them's bad for him. So, but when he's running it, a whole bunch of things bad can happen for us. So, we're just going to try to keep him contained, and if he beats us throwing the football, so be it. He's number 4, their tailback, is special. I mean, he has speed, and he can cut on a dime, and once he sticks his foot in the ground, I'm not sure we got anybody who can catch him. So, but like I said, they come out in a lot of sets, but they even in their spread set, sometimes they're 2 tight ends. So, they're 1-back set primarily. They do run some 2-back sets, so it's going to be a challenge for us.
Well, Coach, on the defensive side of them, you mentioned their front 4, and looking at the film this week, that front 4, they look and they measure the measure of the tape. They look really good and look the part.
They do, and it's going to be tough for us to get movement on them. So, because of that, we're going to have to do some different things, and I don't think it's going to be much of a tailback type game. I don't think we're going to be able to turn it around or run counter traps a whole lot, but I do think we'll have success with the fullback. So it'll be a different game than it was last week.
Well, Coach, as you look at that, you talk about a little bit different game. For us on the offensive line, you get some guys back this week that you didn't have last week. And I would think that knowing that Mangham brings that size, getting a little size back ourselves, does open some things up for us and some opportunities.
Yeah, hopefully Part Smith is back 100% ready to roll, and it's going to be fun watching him return. He has no game experience this year, so, it's just how's he going to react? So he'll be blocking guys that are bigger than him, and that don't happen a whole lot. So it's going to be fun. I think we got to have a lot better games out of our tight ends. I think they need to be better block finishers this week, and when we do throw the ball, Mason needs to be on point. He needs to be accurate, and we need to have some yards after the catch.
Well, Coach, as you mentioned that, and the next question I was going to ask you is what are you looking for tonight from your team? Well, offensively, you just told us, better play from the tight ends and some movement, some making accurate throws. But what about for your defense? What do you think are some keys to the ball game tonight on the defensive side of the football?
Outside contain, I know you've been at practice some this week. We were over and over on outside contain. So we'll widen our end some this week and play some different things just to try to help contain. We haven't done a very good job at that in the Jamboree or last week, so we got to get better at that. So and staying with our man in defense, in the back, in the secondaries. Those are a couple things we need to get better at.
Coach, we talk about offense, defense, but special teams, you've got Jacob Green, who really is, seems like when everything goes right, snap and hold, Mr. Automatic. But as far as kickoffs, he's looked really well. I don't remember the number now of touchbacks, but it seems like almost every kickoff is a touchback, which makes your kickoff coverage a little bit easier. But as far as special teams, I know there's some things you guys have worked on. What are you looking for out of those units tonight?
Well, I'd like for our extra point field goal to be better. We've worked a whole lot on that this week. Maybe we're working too much. I don't know. But we're not very smooth at that. We didn't punt last week. I kind of regret at least not going out maybe the last play of the game and punting just to make sure we did it live. I'm concerned about us punting, of course. Our kickoffs, we can't kick it to number 4. We just can't kick it back there. So I don't know if Greeny will have it in the end zone tonight because we probably utilize his sky kick. But, we just can't kick it back there to those speed demons and let those guys fly. So that's kind of where we're at the special teams right now.
All right, well, Coach, best of luck tonight as you guys take on the Mangham Dragons. Any final thoughts for our fans who are making their way to the ball game or maybe just listening tonight?
Well, I hope they have a safe trip down and come and root for us. And as always, go Panthers.
All right, Panther fans, you're listening to the Lee Doty Coaches pregame show. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with myself, William Handy, Chris Sturdivant, to get you set for kickoff in tonight's matchup of the Sterlington Panthers versus the Mangham Dragons. To go. Panthers kicking left to right. Panthers wearing gray pants, white jerseys, blue numbers, black helmets tonight. Jacob Green has it teed off. There's the whistle, and we are underway. Going to be a little sky kick, going to come down about the 10-yard line. Be fielded there by number 4, Jalen Williams. And he's going to be hit quickly and taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That looked almost like he was going to call a fair catch, Ben, but did not. Officials didn't say anything, so he brought the ball back out. Looked like they're going to place it at the – okay, so they did catch it. It looked like he did.
Yep,
obviously, the sun's on the other side of the stadium, so he wasn't trying to block the view. So the officials caught that. They're going to put the ball down on the 10-yard line. Good call by the officials, White Hat. You were laughing about me not being able to see up close and having these readers, but I can see long.
Yeah, well,
now, I could see that.
You say that. I kind of saw his hand go up, but then they let it go, so I wasn't sure what was going on. But the White Hat was on top of it, so that'll put the ball down on the 11-yard line, and that's where Mangham will begin. 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line. They'll come out in a shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far with a sniffer to the left side. Going to be a give straight ahead to number 4, Jalen Williams. He's jumping around, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield.
Look like Bryce Lark, I believe that's Kellen Hall, made the tackle. That's a great tackle by both those guys combined. Look like it's going to be no gain on the carry. Looking at 2nd down and 10 for the Mangham Dragons.
All right, they're going to say got back to the line of scrimmage, so 2nd down and 10. And, William, I'm calling that tight end kind of off the line of scrimmage. We call him a sniffer. I learned that today. He's back off the tackle.
Don't want to know how I got the name.
2 receivers set to the near side. Quick toss out to number 9. He's going to try to find some room, and he's not going to find much and be tackled.
Big Kellen Hall came in, made the initial contact, had a little help from Cole Thompson and Luke Handy. Great job reading that play. Going to be probably a gain of 1. Let's call it. Looking at a 3rd down and 9 for the Dragons. The ball is at their 13.
3rd down and long for the Dragons. Looking over the side, getting the play. That's Jalen Williams set to his left. 1 receiver set to the near side, 2 to the far side. Panthers pull a little stunt up front. Trying to get some pressure. Now he's going to find a lane, and he's not going to find anything. He's going to be sacked in the backfield.
Big Caleb Andrews right up the middle. The strongest guy on the team. He just blasted up the middle, grabbed him around the collar, and brought him down. Good job by Caleb Andrews picking up where he left off last week. Big loss They're going to mark that ball all the way back at the Dragon. I believe that's the Dragon 5-yard line. If not, yeah, Dragon 5. So time for them to punt this ball back. Ram Foster deep to receive.
He stands at the Dragon 40-yard line to receive the punt. There's the snap. Going to be a low line drive kick. And take a bounce, be fielded by Ram at the 35. Fields it on the knee, and that's where Panthers will take over in Dragon territory. 1st and 10 for the first time tonight.
A 3-and-out by that defense. We talked a lot about that last week, Ben. You know, that defense delivered several 3-and-out series last week. Good to see them get started off on the right foot again tonight. Boy, I tell you, what can you say about Caleb Andrews on that 3rd down play? Big-time play. So the Panthers have it their own 35, 1st and 10. At the Dragon 35.
Dragon 35. Lawhon goes under center of the I formation. Going to be a give straight ahead to Ramajay Hatfield, and he's in the open field. He's a 10-5. Touchdown, Panthers!
Heck of a job by Hatfield. We talked about it last week. He is strong, strong, strong. Met a little contact in the line, just bounced right off of it. Ben, we've seen this years prior. He has got deceptive speed, and boy, once he cleared that linebacking core, it was all over. Great job up front, getting the blocks on that D-line. Ramajay Hatfield makes the score.
That Panther touchdown brought to you by the law offices of Street and Street. Proud supporters of Panther football. Now on to attempt the extra point, number 45, Jacob Green. This extra point brought to you by David Bryant, Realtor. Panthers get set. There's a snap. Ball's down, kicks up, and he's automatic. So with 9:49 remaining in this first quarter, Panthers take the one-play lead, 7-0. What a great start for the Panthers. Defense, 3-and-out, one play on offense. You got to like that start if you're Coach Doty.
You sure do. 4 plays, down in the books, a 3-and-out, and a touchdown.
Absolutely, and I believe that's going to be one play for 35 yards. Ramajay Hatfield on the touchdown run. And William, put him at that fullback this week. He breaks that line of scrimmage, gets into the secondary, and it's off to the races.
But you know, fullback. I tell you, with Ramajay Hatfield, we've been teased since he was a freshman. I mean, once he cleared that line of scrimmage, he is fast, man. But I tell you what, when you look at him, that guy spends time in the weight room. He is absolutely cut. And once he clears that linebacking group, first off, if you're a DB to catch him, you're going to have a hard time dragging him down. But great job by Hatfield. Good job up front by that offensive line to get him that seam.
All right, Jacob Green getting ready to tee it off again. This kickoff brought to you by David Bryant. Panther fans, want to remind you that our first quarter sponsor is CommuniHealth Services of Northeast Louisiana. Appreciate their support of Panther football. All right, there's the whistle, and we are ready. Jacob begins to make his approach. There's the kick, going to be a good high kick. Going to drive back to about the 1-yard line. Going to be dropped there by number 4, Jalen Williams. Now he's trying to find some room, and he's going to be tripped up by number 18, Ahmad Mills.
Good job by Jacob Green. He's getting his foot in that ball tonight. He got that around the goal line. You know, we talked about Jalen Williams too. He's a special athlete. You know, watching him against Oak Grove, he's shifty. He's not like just a straight ahead runner. I mean, he sees what he sees. So I tell you what, the Panthers. You know, that first series was great. You know, get some confidence going there. So now the officials are going to lay this ball down. Let's see where they're going to put it. Looks like it's going to be on the 16-yard line, 17-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Dragons.
I'm going to call I'm not sure what, personal foul against the Panthers. So the ball is going to go from the 16 all the way up to, should be about the 31.
Did not see what that was. Must have been something downfield on the block because obviously Ahmad Mills made a shoestring tackle and brought him down. I didn't see anything around the ball, so it must have been some extracurricular activity after the downfield with some of the blockers. So now they've moved the ball out too.
So we're still trying to get it set. Looks like the ball's going to go down on the 27-yard line. All right, that's where we'll begin. 1st and 10 for the Mangham Dragons on the 27-yard line.
Got to get those chains moved.
There's the snap. Going to be a give to Jalen Williams to this near side. He's trying to find some room. He's hopping around, but there's a host of Panthers to meet him right at the 30-yard line.
Looked like big DJ Hutchinson in on the tackle.
I know his nickname's Hollywood, but the man can cook a mean set of ribs, so I'd prefer DJ Ribs.
I will not say that until he lets me taste one.
I just go by what I've been told. Got about 3 yards on the carry. Ball is on the 30-yard line of the Dragons, 2nd down and 7.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers set to the near side with the sniffer to the near side. 1 receiver to the far. Going to be a give to Jalen Williams, trying to find some room out on this outer edge. And the ball is on the ground, and the Panthers have recovered. That turnover brought to you by Ashley Storage.
Great job by Handy. Looked like he got a little grab on him. I thought it was going to be a hold. And whenever Williams cut up in the hole, Handy was there to grab him. Looked like he got a hold to his hand, stripped the ball, forced fumble. And Ben, you're going to have to help me. Who was there for the recovery?
I believe it was number 58, Kellen
I believe it was Kellen Hall as well, but great job by that defense, forcing a fumble and getting on it, giving the Panther offense great field position for the second drive. Ball's on the 33 of the Dragons, 1st and 10 for that offense.
Lawhon brings them out in the I formation. 1 receiver to the far, 1 to the near. Ramaje and Tremel behind him. Going to be an option play out to the far side. Tremel's trying to find some room, and he's going to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be it.
Looked like he did maybe squeeze out a half a yard, maybe. I believe they're going to give him no gain on the carry. Now, 1 yard. So we're looking at a 2nd down and 9. The ball is on the 32 of the Dragons. Hey, one thing we said about those linebackers, they're fast. They move from side to side very well. You think they saw some film on Tremel last week. So 2nd down and 9 for the Panthers.
I formation again. Lawhon gets him set. Barr goes to the far side. Foster to the near. Ramaje and Tremel behind Lawhon. Going to be another fullback give straight ahead. He's going to find a little bit of room up to near the 27-yard line. And that's going to be it.
Not bad. He was able to get a little bit of a crease. He was able to push it forward, as you said. He got it down to the – they're going to get it down to the 27. So you're looking at 3rd down and 5 for this Panther offense. Looks like Barr and Foster are going to be split out wide.
Panthers go to the gun. Lawhon within the backfield with Tremel to his left. 2 receivers out there. Going to be a quick slant to John Barr, who makes the catch. And he's going to have enough for a 1st down at the 14-yard line.
Nice job. Real nice job. That's just a quick hitter slant. We saw him working on this in practice. Barr took a very quick post. Good job by Lawhon to get that delivery in there fast. And, hey, compliments to Barr. He had to reach down for that with that 6'4" frame, reeled it in, got it to the 14 of the Dragons, 1st and 10.
Lawhon in the I formation. 1 receiver set to the near, 1 to the far. Tight end also to the far side. Ramaje and Tremel set behind Lawhon. Panthers look over, get the play. Now under center. There's a give. Going to be an option play. Lawhon's going to keep it. He's going to spin his way up to about the 12-yard line, and that'll be a short gain.
Going to give him about 2 on that. Tried to catch him cheating down and on Hatfield. Pulled it. Wasn't able to pick up major yards, but at least he got 2 yards. That ball is on the 12-yard line of the Dragons, 2nd down and 8.
Panthers are in the Ron D. Bush Insurance Agency red zone. I formation for the Panthers again. Same formation. Lawhon under center. Little freeze play. Now looks over. Makes the line change. Everybody's on the same page. Now goes back under center. There's a snap. Going to be a toss back to Tremel on this near side. He's got some blockers in front. Makes 1 cut. And he's into the end zone for a Panther touchdown.
Great job blocking up front. He had a good block from Hatfield coming through the hole. And then we also saw hiding it out front. But good job at hiding it. And Brendan McNair, who is I guess, echo of the Whistle McNair, boy, he will hit you all night long. Great job blocking up front.
That Panther touchdown brought to you by the law offices of Street and Street. Proud supporters of Panther football. Jacob Green on to attempt the extra point. This extra point brought to you by David Bryant. Everybody gets set. There's the snap. Ball's down. Kick is up. And it's good. And with 6:38 remaining in the first quarter, Panthers now lead 14-0.
Ben, you know, I didn't think it'd be 14-0 halfway through the first quarter, but I'll tell you what, the defense is playing good. This offense is doing a great job as well. But I tell you, what can you say? I mean, they came out just from the get-go, and look, that blocking up front, particularly on that touchdown score, was great. I mean, hiding it, and McNair got a good block. Of course, you also had Jordan Johnson in there as well, but Hatfield got a good seal block on the inside. for Colvin, but great job by that team.
That drive was 5 plays, 33 yards, 2:28 off the clock, capped off by the 12-yard touchdown run by Tremel Colvin. And one of the things that Coach preached all week long was let's get off to a fast start and don't start slow like we did last week. And, William, I think they took it to heart.
I think they did. I mean, they came out mean business tonight.
Jacob Green on to kick it away. This kickoff brought to you by David Bryant, Realtor. There's the whistle. Ball's in play. Jacob makes sure everybody's set. Now begins to make his approach. There's the kick. Going to be a good. Another high kick. Going to come down at about the 6-yard line. Be fielded there by Jalen Williams. He's looking for a lane. Trying to find somewhere to go. He'll get just across the 20 to the 21, and that's where the Dragons will begin tonight, or this drive on their own 21-yard line.
Parker Miller, the special teams player of the week last week, the first security title of Monroe special team player of the week, was in on that tackle. So that'll go to 2 streak of games he gets the tackle. So they got the ball out to the 22-yard line. First down and 10 for the Dragons.
Dragons come out in the shotgun formation. The receiver and the sniffer to the near side. Jalen Williams to the left of T.J. Bell. Going to be a little sweep to the near speed sweep to number 9. He's going to try to find some room, get up to about the 23, maybe 24, gain of 3.
Looked like a combination right there. He was trying to cut up inside. Handy came in along with Armand Mills. Both of them hit him at the same time. Just a great job, tandem tackle by those guys. Picked up about 2 yards on the carry. It's going to be second down and 8. That ball is on the 24-yard line of the Dragons with 6:05 left in the first quarter. Panthers up 14-0.
Dragons come out, and we're going to have reached the LHSAA water timeout. This timeout brought to you by Sterlington Rehab. They'll take it. We'll take it with them, and we'll be right back with more Panther football.
CommuniHealth Services in Bastrop provides quality medical, dental, and behavioral healthcare services for patients of all ages. Our goal is to make a difference by providing superior healthcare services and exceed patient expectations by doing the right thing every day to improve lives in our community. If you're ready for our team to care for you, visit communihealth.org today. David Bryant, RE/MAX, your local NELA Realtor, has the home for you. 318-265-8130. Call David Bryant today. Licensed in Louisiana, each office independently owned and operated. Ready to sell? Ready to buy? David Bryant is the man to call. RE/MAX Premier Realty. Fair housing opportunity.
Defensive coverage, but boy, he got wide open. He was about 10 yards behind. Good job, Armand Mills getting down the field along with Cole Thompson, but that was a big gainer. The ball is on the 20 of the Panthers, first down and 10.
Dragons in a spread formation, 2 receivers to the near. Jalen Williams takes it, trying to go around that right side. He's going to find a little bit of room, get up to about the 15, and then be tackled there. Panther fans, a moment ago, in case you were just joining us, the Dragons had the spread formation down on the Panther end of on their own end of the field, and kind of faked a quarterback run. He pulled up and tossed it downfield to a wide open receiver who was caught from behind at the Panther 20. Now the Dragons have it second down at their Panther 15. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the far. Now a man comes in motion to the near side. Going to be a little crossbuck action. Number 4, Jalen Williams, looking for some room, and he ain't going to find any. That's number 19, Charlie Robinson.
Big Charlie Robinson. We saw him show up last week. Him and Kellen Hall did a great job last week on those ends, bringing it in. Big number 50, Dakota Robinson. He's a special athlete, got pushed back into the backfield. Williams had to jump over and disrupted that whole play. Charlie Robinson was there with those big arms waiting to just cradle him and take him right to the ground. But good job by that Panther defense. That's going to be a loss of about 2 yards. You're going to be looking at a third down and 6. The Dragons have the ball at the Panthers' 17-yard line.
Shotgun formation again. Bell's looking for some room. He's going to find a little bit and then to be tackled. I believe he's got enough for the first down at the 11-yard line.
Looked like Bryce Lark came in and made that stop. Bell was able to cut that back up inside. He was looking toward the outside. Good job of the defense to stretch it out. He saw the lane. That's what we've seen from Bell. He's kind of a dual threat. He's able to cut it up inside. Lark was able to bring him down, but not before the Dragons get a first down at the 11-yard line of the Panthers.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers set to the near side, 1 to the far. Bell calls for it, now brings number 9 in motion. Going to be a little shuttle pass up to the front. He's trying to get on that far side. Oh, going to get a little bit of room, and saw a handful of jersey there, but no flag. Actually, there is a flag back at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, there was some holding. I don't know what this flag is about. Armand Mills made the tackle, but Mills is also the guy that got some jersey stretched. So let's see what the call is. White Hat's discussing it. But where that flag is not where the hold took place.
It is going to be a hold against the Dragons. That'll back them up 10 yards. So the ball will go back to let's see where they put it down at. Looks like it's going to go back to about the 14 and will bring up a first down and 12 from the 14-yard line. Dragons are in the shotgun formation, bringing 3 receivers to the near side. Jalen Williams is set next to T.J. Bell in the backfield. Going to be a bunch formation here to the near side. There's the snap. Going to be a quarterback. He's going to fake it to the running back and then try to go up the middle. Now we're going to have a flag, and they're going to call offsides on the Panthers. That's going to back it up or give the Dragons 5 yards. Will bring up a first down and 7. It was on, I believe it was on Armand Mills out here. He was trying to get bump and coverage and got too close.
Couldn't see where that was, but they are going to move it up 5. So that's going to give them an unusual first down and 8.
Call it 8. That'll work. Shotgun formation again. This time we got the 3 receiver bunch to the near side, a little closer to the line of scrimmage. Bell and Williams in the backfield. Bell gets them set. There's the snap. Going to be a give straight ahead to Jalen Williams. Now going to bounce it outside, looking for some room. He's going to find a little, but then be met quickly by some Panthers.
Look like Bryce Lark, I believe that was Cliff Jones on that side, made a tackle. That's one thing we talked about with Williams. He's very elusive. He was able to pick up, looks like they're going to give him about 4 yards on that carry. It's a second down and 3. The ball is on looks like the 4-yard line of the Panthers.
Everybody gets set. 3 receivers to the near side. Bell calls for the ball. There's the snap. Give again to Jalen Williams, trying to find some room, and he's going to be grabbed by big number 90, Caleb Andrews, and another host of Panthers.
Man, Andrews just got a hold to him, and he wasn't going anywhere. Hey, and Jack Moore was in there as well. Jackson Moore, great job of those 2 guys. That's your two
We got
of your
another
interior.
penalty on the Dragons.
I did not see.
It's on the far sideline.
What was the call?
They're going to call
false start.
They're going to say false start over the loudspeaker, but it's got to be an illegal formation because they allowed the play to continue. Second down and 8 coming up for the Dragons at the Panther 9-yard line. Shotgun formation for the Dragons. 3 receivers to the near side. Williams sits to the left now of the quarterback, T.J. Bell. There's the snap. Going to be a quarterback fake. Now he's going to try to find some room. He's pushing up to about the 5, and that's where he's going to be stopped. And a big 4th down coming up for the Mangham Dragons.
Big tackle by Kellen Hall. You know, Ben, we've talked a little bit about those guys, but when you get Charlie Robinson on one end and Kellen Hall on the other, those are 2 intimidating players. I'll tell you what, very fortunate to have those guys in both juniors, so they'll be back next year.
Be another penalty on the play. That's another illegal formation, and they're going to back it up 5 yards. That's going to bring up should be a 3rd down and 13, or are we second down? Second down and 13. Sorry, I got confused with all the penalties there.
So we're back to the original second down.
And we're going to have a timeout by Mangham. That timeout brought to you by Sterlington Rehab. They'll take a break. We'll take it with them, and we'll be right back with more first quarter action. Panthers 14, Dragons nothing.
Here in Sterlington, our town motto is faith, family, friends. At First Baptist Church, we believe those 3 things are what's most important for all of us, from the youngest to the oldest. We want to help you and your family thrive in each area. Whether you're new to town or just looking to get better connected, we'd love for you to come join us on a Sunday morning at 10 a.m. For a full schedule or more information, check out fbcsterlington.com. FBC Sterlington, we're here for you.
Need a loan? Call Kraftman Federal Credit Union. If you're replacing worn out or damaged lawn equipment, appliances, or in need of a new automobile, Kraftman has money to loan. Whether you live or work in Morehouse, Richland, or West Carroll parishes, Kraftman can get you the money you need with some of the lowest rates around. Call or drop by and let the hometown folks at Kraftman make it easy and start enjoying your new purchase. Kraftman has money to loan. Kraftman Federal Credit Union, 805 East Cypress in Bastrop.
Panther fans, we're back. First quarter action, Dragons in a shotgun. Looking downfield, Bell's trying to find somebody, going to throw a quick screen, and it's going to fall in and out of his hands, incomplete, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and 13.
Looked like number 9, T.J. Johnson, was trying to come across from left to right, kind of on a shallow route, and just really the Panthers had dropped into good coverage, really nowhere for Bell to throw that ball. It's going to set up a 3rd down and 13. The ball is on the 14 of the Panthers, 2:09 left in the first quarter.
Mangham stays in a shotgun, brings 2 receivers to the near side, now makes a change at quarterback. That's going to be number 2, Diego Rosales, and number 6, T.J. Bell spills out wide to the right side. There's the snap. That's actually going to be Jalen Williams, who takes it kind of in a wildcat formation. He's going to make some Panthers miss. And now the ball is on the ground, but he's going to recover it at the 6-yard line. Going to be short of the 1st down. Actually, where they're going to mark it at the 6. That's going to bring up 4th down for the Dragons.
Straight up wildcat formation is really what it played out to be. But took it to this left side and just fumbled the ball. Thought Cole Thompson had a chance to jump on it. Very good bounce for Williams. Able to get the ball back on the 6-yard line. Coach Wilcher's looking at this. Looks like they may be going for this.
They will go for it. Dragons send 3 receivers to the near side. Now they're going to send 1 receiver out to the far side, 2 receivers to the near side, T.J. Bell and Jalen Williams in the backfield. Bell gets them set. Now walks a man over the tight end position. They're set. There's the snap. Williams is looking out. He's trying to find some room. He's going to get pressured. Trying to get to that end zone. He's going to have enough for the 1st down, but he's going to be tackled at the 1-yard line.
I don't know. Depends on where they spot that ball, Ben. The 1st down marker is at the 1, if not inside. Depends on where they – that's not going to – yeah, no, that's a turnover.
Turnover on downs. I stand corrected.
Great job by that defense.
That turnover on downs brought to you by Ashley Storage. Panthers will take over at their own 1-yard line with 1:11 remaining in the first quarter.
Tell you what, Ben, that was a nice job of that defense. Bell was dropping back all the way, his quarterback draw, and he really didn't bite on it. That interior defensive line did their job. They stayed in, they fought through it, and were able to get him down. Again, that ball is going to be on the 2-yard line, but great job of that defense to stiffen up when it had to. You know, Coach Doty said sometimes that adversity is what you wanted to see. You wanted to see what that defense did when their backs were against the wall. They did a good job right there. Now that defense is going to step out there for the Dragons, that big defensive line, but we've got the ball back on the 2-yard line.
I formation for the Panthers, 2 tight, 1 receiver set to the far side. Lawhon looks over. Gets the call. Everybody gets set. Now goes back under center. There's the snap. Going to be a fullback give straight ahead. Ball's on the ground. Ramaje has dropped it. Going to be a scrum at the bottom of the pile, and Mangham is going to come up with it. The Dragons will take over at the Panthers' 6-yard line.
Tell you, that was a tough break. Looked like Hatfield had some running room to at least get us some space. Just did not secure the ball. He was kind of running up right, and they were able to strip it. The ball is going to go down at the 7-yard line of the Panthers. That defense comes back out after making a good stand. So now you have Mangham with a 1st down and goal from the 7 of the Panthers.
Got some clock issues for a moment. Shotgun formation for Mangham. 1 receiver to the near side, 2 set to the far side. Bell and Williams in the backfield. There's the snap. Going to be a give to Jalen Williams, trying to find some room. Dances around, now makes a man miss, and he's going to push up ahead to about the 3-yard line. And that's where he'll be tackled. 2nd down and goal.
Looked like big Charlie Robinson got his hands on him first, had an assist from Jack Moore. Going to put the ball at the 4-yard line. And that's the thing you have with Williams. It looks like he's fixing to try to go outside. He'll take a hop step and take it back up inside. So, yeah, I think you're right. We do have some clock issues here. I think they're White Hats trying to get that straight. Needless to say, the Dragons are looking at a 2nd down and goal from the 4 of the Panthers.
Mangham comes out in that shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 set to the near. Now man comes in motion across the formation. A little crossbuck action. That's number 4, Jalen Williams. He's going to take it, and he's pushing for the end zone. I believe they're going to stop him just short, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and goal from inside the 1-yard line.
Look like a host of Panthers on that. Look like maybe Chase Mitchell was in at the bottom of that stack. You're looking at a 3rd down and goal, and that ball is out right inside the 1-yard line.
Looks like Mangham's going to be content to let this clock play out in the first quarter. After 1 quarter of play, Sterlington 14, Mangham nothing. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment with second quarter action.
Hi, I'm Drew Breeze, co-owner of Surge Entertainment Centers. Being a father of 4 children, I'm constantly looking for ways to provide great family experiences, such as sports simulators and bowling, including a full-service bar and restaurant with comfortable lounge and event spaces. We are consistently on the cutting edge with our equipment, technology, and park designs. If you haven't been to one of our Surge parks yet, come by and see us and experience it for yourself. You won't want to leave, because here at Surge, it's all about friends, family, and fun.
There's a lot of trucks out there, but none like the 21 Nissan Titan. It's the truck with best-in-class standard power and torque, tech features, and safety to protect your greatest catch. Plus, it's backed by America's best truck warranty. 5 years, 100,000 miles, bumper to bumper. It's the truck you'll want to brag about. Test drive a Titan today at Sparks Nissan.
Hello, I'm Ross Downs of the Downs Law Firm. We're a personal injury law firm that handles cases involving 18-wheeler crashes, automobile wrecks, pedestrian accidents, as well as slip, trip, and fall. We're with our clients every step of the way. We advise them through issues surrounding the liability issues of a wreck or a personal injury. Please give us a call if we can be of further assistance.
Ross Downs, 318-284-8551.
Panther fans, welcome to the second quarter, brought to you by Surge Adventure Park. Mangham has the ball at the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal. Shotgun formation, going to be a quarterback keeper straight up the middle. He's going to push for the goal line, and he's in for the score.
Just one of those, take the snap, get a good push up front. They were able to,
going to be an illegal formation penalty against the Dragons.
Wow.
That's going to back it up and bring a 3rd down and 6 instead of a touchdown.
Wow. And they got a good push up front. They were able to get just enough push for Bell to get in behind them. Man, I can tell you, Coach Wiltshire can't be happy with that. That's what, about the 3rd or 4th penalty they've had.
It is. So that'll back the ball up to about the 6-yard line. And Mangham will set up 3rd down and goal from there. The Dragons look over to the sideline to get the play. Going to be a shotgun formation. 2 receivers set to the near side, 1 to the far side. Bell and Williams in the backfield. There's a snap. Bell's going to roll out to his right. He's looking downfield. Now he's going to try to run. He's going to make a couple Panthers miss and then be tackled just short of the goal line, back to the 1. That'll bring up 4th down from the 1-yard line for the Mangham Dragons.
Looked like he had an option. Coverage was good. He cuts it back up inside. He got it on. Looks like it's going to be right on the 1-yard line. So 4th down and goal from the 1. Mangham's going for this.
Panthers will get the defense set. Shotgun formation. That'll be number 4, Jalen Williams in the Wild Dragon formation. There's the snap. He's going to try to go straight ahead, bump into his own man, and he's going to be tackled in the backfield. That's going to be a turnover on downs, brought to you by Ashley Storage.
Looked like Luke Handy, number 12, was able to come around that end. Looked like Williams bumped into his blocker. Handy came around from the backside, made the initial contact, held him up, and then he got help from the cavalry up the middle. Great job by that defense to come in and make that stop on the 1-yard line. Man, Ben, that was a big stand. That's twice the defense has delivered. Ball is on the 1-yard line for the Panthers. Offense is back out on the field, 1st down and 10.
2 tight I formation for Lawhon. He gets them set, goes under center. Now looks over to the sideline, makes sure he gets the changes that he wants. Bar is set to the far side out wide. Lawhon gets the call. Now he's going to make the change. Everybody gets set. There's a snap.
Going to be a give straight ahead to Ramajay Hatfield. He's going to get across the 5-yard line, right to the 5-yard line, and that'll be a short gain.
It gives him some breathing room. He did pick up about 4 yards on that carry. That was just right up the gut. I tell you, your playbook gets kind of small when you're inside the 1-yard line, but good job of getting a push up front by the middle of that offensive line. Panthers are looking at a 2nd down and 6. Ball is on the 5-yard line.
Too tight I formation for Lawhon. He goes under center. There's a snap. Going to be a Lawhon's going to fake it to Ramajay, try to pull it, and then he's going to be tackled in the backfield. That's going to be a loss of about 1 and bring up a 3rd down.
You know, it's hard to tell when when you get in that situation. Really, I tell you what, it's so congested in there. You think, should you given it? I don't know. I don't think Hatfield would have gotten much more. 3rd down and 7 for the Panthers at their own 4.
I formation for the Panthers. 1 receiver set to each side. Hatfield and Tremel Colvin set behind Lawhon. Lawhon gets the call, makes some changes at the line of scrimmage. Now goes back under center. There's the snap. Going to be a toss back to Tremel over this near side. He's hitting the backfield, but he's going to bounce off a man, and now he's got some room. He's at the 15, runs through a couple tacklers, makes a cut. He's still spinning all the way to the 29-yard line.
Unfortunately, there's a flag down, and I think they're going to get one of our offensive linemen for
When you see
holding.
an offensive lineman standing around with his hands kind of out to the side, you have to think he knows it was him.
Well, and look, I'm going to tell you, he was mauling the guy. That was Mitch hiding it. I'm just going to say it. Mitch he was mauling the guy, and probably his hands just got outside the frame a little bit. But hey, I don't fault Mitch. That was look. He had him. He was hammering that guy. That'll pay dividends down the road. I promise you.
It races a good run by Colvin, but that'll bring it back to 3rd down and 10 for the Panthers.
Actually, I believe it's 3rd and 11 inside the 1.
I formation, 1 receiver to each side. Going to be a give straight ahead to Ramajay. He's going to run through all the way up to the 13, and they're going to say a 1st down. That's another Downs Law Firm. 1st down for the Panthers.
Heck of a job by Ramajay Hatfield. He got just enough of a crease. He went right over Jordan Johnson, and he found just enough of hope. I tell you, the offensive line is doing a pretty good job of getting enough cleared for these backs to take advantage of it. But you get Hatfield some speed going, and as strong as he is, he was able to fight his way up for that 1st down. The ball is on the 13 of the Panthers, 1st and 10.
Looks like number 15, Cole Thompson, has checked into the ballgame. He and Barr are spread to the near side. 1 receiver set to the far side. Going to be an I formation. We're going to have to take a timeout. That timeout brought to you by Sterlington Rehab. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
First Security Title of Monroe provides real estate transaction services in Northeast Louisiana. The closing process has never been easier. With a dedicated staff that takes pride in helping our customers obtain quality service. First Security Title, 1818 Avenue of America, Monroe. NELA Turf Farms provides sales, delivery, and installation of luscious sods and rich soils. Whether you're building your own lawn from scratch or you're looking to restore the look and feel of your old landscape, we can help. Our technicians have over 20 years of experience analyzing our residential and commercial clients' needs. Contact us today to learn more about our services or to schedule an initial appointment. Carpenter Road, Bastrop, Louisiana.
Panther fans, we're back. I formation for the Panthers. 2 receivers set to the near side. Going to be a reverse to Cole Thompson, and he's got blockers out front. He's looking to make a cut. He's going to pass one man, make another man miss, and he's up to about the 46-yard line. That's another Downs Law Firm. 1st down on the reverse to Cole Thompson.
Saw them working on this in practice this week. Just a little reverse toss back to Thompson. Get the flow coming across, but good job. Hey, Brendan McNair downfield. I saw Big 71 get a good block, get us some extra yards, but good job up front selling that on that reverse. Panthers have it at their own 43-yard line, 1st down and 10.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the near side. Lawhon in the backfield with Colvin beside him. Going to roll out now to his left, looking downfield, trying to take a shot. That's number 4. Ram Foster just off his fingertips, falls incomplete.
Just a little bit tall for Foster. wasn't a bad pass. He just sailed on him a little bit. You know, Barr might have made that catch, but Foster was in position just a little bit over his head. Good routes run by those guys. It's going to set up a 2nd down and 10. Again, that ball is on the 43 of the Panthers. 8:42 left in this half.
Panthers stay in
14-0.
Panthers stay in the spread formation. 2 receivers to the near side. 1 receiver to the far side. Lawhon calls for the ball. There's the snap. He's going to drop back, looking downfield. Tunnel screen to number 4, Ram Foster. He's trying to find some room, and he's going to get across the 45 to about the 46, and that'll be a short gain and bring up 3rd down.
Good catch by Foster. He tried to make a move, cut back inside. Just nothing opened up for him. Not a bad play. He was able to get, looks like they're going to give him about 3 yards on that carry. Let's call it a long 6. 3rd down and a long 6 from the 46 of the Panthers.
Spread formation, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Lawhon takes it now, rolls to his left, looking downfield. He's going to take a shot out to number 4, Ram Foster, throws it behind him, incomplete, and that'll bring up a 4th down for the Panthers. And I believe the punting unit will come on, and this will be the first punt for the Panthers in the 2021 season. That'll be number 45, Jacob Green, on to kick it away.
Hey, it's hard to argue, though, Ben. We started inside the 1-yard line, so we should be able to flip this field. Tell you, when you're backed up inside the 1, that's a tough call, but to get it out to the 46, that at least gives you a chance to get that defense on the other end of the field.
That'll be number 4, Jalen Williams, dropping back for Mangham. He'll stand at his own 20-yard line. Green calls for it. There's the snap. Good snap. Good high punt. Going to be a little end over end, but going to come down at about the 25. Take a Panther bounce, and it's still rolling. And it's going to be downed at the 14-yard line. Nice punt by Jacob Green to pin the Dragons back inside their own 20.
That was an excellent punt by Jacob Green. So do your quick math on that. That's about a 40-yard punt.
I like it.
Hey, man, I'll live with that. That's a good punt. So the Dragons are going to take over on their 15-yard line, 1st down and 10. Good job of the Panthers to get that ball out and flip the field.
Shotgun formation for the Dragons. 2 receivers set to the near side, 1 to the far side. Bell and Williams in the backfield. Bell calls for the ball. There's the snap. He's going to drop back. Going to be a little QB draw, looking for some space. He's going to find a little bit. And he's going to get upfield to about the 25-yard line, and that should be enough for a Dragon 1st down.
Just a quarterback draw all the way, took it up inside, got down the field. Looked like Mills and Handy combined for the tackle. Going to put the ball on the 25-yard line. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Dragons.
Dragons stay in the shotgun. Now bring 1 man to the near side, 2 out to the far side. Bell calls for it again. There's the snap. Going to be a give to Jalen Williams up the middle, and he's going to be hitting the backfield for a loss.
Great job by that defense. Looked like Jack Moore was initially there along with DJ Hutchinson. Handy came in, made the last lick to drop him. They're going to lose 2 on that carry. It's going to be 2nd down and 12 for the Dragons. The ball is on their own 23-yard line.
Mangham's looking at their sideline, getting their play. A little bit of confusion. Now they're going to bring 2 receivers to the near side. 1 stays out to the wide far side. There's the snap. Bell's going to roll out to his right, looking downfield, trying to find a man. And he's got another man behind him. And he's going to be sacked in the backfield by number 12, Luke Handy.
Good job by that defense. It started with Kellen Hall. Kellen Hall really forced him off of his route. Great job by Handy to close that gap. Got up there in a hurry. Dropped him for a big loss. Looks like they're going to put the ball on the 16, 17-yard line. So the Dragons are looking at 3rd down. That's going to be 3rd down and 18 from their own 17-yard line.
William, that pressure saved the Panthers there. Diego Rosales had gotten behind the defense and was wide open again, but the pressure knocked him down. Dragons go empty, but we have reached the LHSAA water timeout. We'll take a break. This timeout brought to you by Sterlington Rehab. We'll be right back.
Ron D. Bush, State Farm.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great race, we gave this game day jam surprisingly great lyrics.
I saved a lot this year because I called the pros.
I am calling State Farm. I gotta make a phone call.
We got that coverage here to protect your car and home.
I am calling State Farm. I gotta make a phone
You can just call now. There's a little bit of grace with a little bit of Jake.
neighbor, State Farm is there.
Meet Dave. Dave has a problem. He has way too much stuff and not enough room to store it. As Dave searches, he comes across Ashley Storage. They have great locations in Monroe and Sterlington, Louisiana. They have a wide variety of storage unit sizes available, and their prices are very reasonable. The best part about Ashley Storage is that Dave can reserve his storage unit online from his home, quick and easy. Give us a call or check out our website at ashleystorageofsterlington.com.
Panther fans, we're back. Second quarter action. Panthers lead 14-0. 6 minutes remaining, or 5:59 remaining in this second quarter. Want to remind you at the half, we'll be bringing you the Gallagher Insurance halftime show. Mangham comes out an empty set. Receiver set to each side. Bell's looking downfield, going to take a long throw, and it's going to be batted away by number 15, Cole Thompson. And that ball falls incomplete, and that'll bring up a fourth down and a long way for Mangham.
Heck of a job by Cole Thompson, and props to my man Armand Mills. He was back there in coverage as well, but those were going to be contested no matter what. Good job of that secondary, recognizing that deep route, was able to prevent that completion. So the Dragons are going to bring the punting unit out. Foster drops back at the 40 of the Dragons.
Mangham gets set to punt it away. Whitehead gives them the all clear. Everybody gets set. There's the snap. Going to be another low line drive punt. Foster's going to wave all of his people away. Ball's going to take a Dragon bounce, and it's going to roll all the way down to the Panther 49-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will take over again. 1st and 10 at their own 49. 5:41 remaining in the second quarter. Panthers lead 14-0.
Ben, that's the kind of punch you want. I watched it when it took that little drop. Looked like it was dead right there, 10 yards back the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Must be living right.
That's right. That's right. This second quarter brought to you by Surge Adventure Park. Panthers come out in the two tight I formation. John Barr set to the near side. Ramaje Hatfield and Jamel Colvin set behind Lawhon. Lawhon's under center. There's the snap. Going to be a quick give to Ramaje straight ahead. He's fighting. He'll get across the 50 to the 49. Gain of about 2. And that'll bring up second down.
That big defensive line for the Dragons is starting to clog it up a little bit in the middle. But Hatfield, nothing really there, but he was able to squeeze out 2 yards on that carry. He got it over into Dragon territory. Be second down and 8 for the Panthers at the Dragon 49.
I formation for the Panthers. Now they go one receiver set wide to each side. Everybody gets set. Lawhon goes under center. There's a snap. Going to be a counter play, a little counter play action. Lawhon rolls out. Quick toss out to Ramaje Hatfield. He's got some room, and I'm not sure they're going to catch him. He's at the 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Panthers.
Great call. They've been hammering Ramaje Hatfield up the middle the whole game. They pop him out on a little out route. Great block by Ram Foster down the field. Ram Foster went deep, cleared out that corner, and once Hatfield got it, he was able to get up that sideline. Foster got just enough of a block for Hatfield to get through. Great job, good teamwork by both of those guys.
That touchdown brought to you by the law offices of Street and Street, proud supporters of Panther football. Jacob Green on to attempt the extra point, brought to you by David Bryant, Realtor. Everybody gets set. There's the snap, good hold, ball goes down, and it's up and good. And with 4:59 remaining in the second quarter, Panthers now lead 21-0.
Just a little commentary on the kicking game. You know, you said it, as long as you get that ball set for Jacob Green, it's going to be right up the middle. And Lawhon is holding tonight, and looks like Jacob Green is very comfortable. I believe still Tony's snapping. So
yeah.
I think they worked on that this week. That was a point of emphasis this past week. But, hey, I tell you what, they're clicking on all cylinders tonight. Well, I tell you, that was a great job, great play call.
Absolutely.
Because you see Hatfield keep pounding in the middle. They sneak him out, just kind of let him leak out to the left side. And we know he's got hands to catch.
Absolutely.
So a great job by Hatfield. And again, I go back to Foster. That was a great block on that side. He didn't hold, got just what he needed to spring him.
Jacob Green gets it teed off to kick away the David Bryant kickoff here in the second quarter. Everybody gets set. There's the whistle. And here's the approach. Gonna be a line drive kick over to about the 10-yard line, fielded there by number 2, Diego Rosales. He's looking for some room, but he's not going to find much. Get up to about the 26, and that'll be all.
Armand Mills in there to make that stop. I think the ball is going to be placed at the 20, I believe that's going to be around the 27-yard line, looks like to me.
27-yard line, first down and 10 for Mangham in their own territory. Mangham gets them set. Panthers tonight playing a 5-2. Got 5 defensive linemen, and those guys are doing the job. Backed up by those linebackers, number 5, Bryce Larkin, number 12, Luke Handy. Mangham gets him out in the shotgun. There's the snap. 2 receivers to the far side. Going to be a quick toss out over the receiver, and it'll fall incomplete. That'll bring up second down.
Not quite sure who they were going for. Looked like that was number 18. I believe that's Lane Allman. But just wasn't a place where it needed to be. And, you know, somebody we've been wanting to see all year is Big Terrace Coleman. They got him right there at the nose guard position. Second down and 10 for the Dragons.
Spread formation, 2 receivers to the far side. Going to be a give out to number 4, Jalen Williams. And he is tackled in the backfield by big Charlie Robinson.
We saw just a taste of Charlie Robinson last week. Boy, he has got a wingspan. Hey, Bell is an athlete. But when you got that wingspan that Charlie Robinson has, he just reaches out and grabs you. It's like they'll reach out and touch someone from South Central Bell. Well, hey, let me put it this way. Big Charlie Robinson reached out and touched somebody, all right. He got him down. That's going to be a big loss. It's going to be about a 5-yard loss. It's going to be 3rd down and 15 for the Dragons.
Shotgun formation for the Dragons. Going to be a little toss play out to this near side. That's number 9, trying to find some room. He's not going to find any, not sacked, but tackled for a loss. And that's number 58, Kellen Hall, again.
Looked like it was a combination. You had Kellen Hall, and I believe that's Chase Mitchell in there as well. But, hey, great job of those guys. But when you look at it, that defensive line, I mean, that defense just strung that whole play out. There was nowhere for him to cut up, and that's what you want to see. When you got them going sideline to sideline, do not give them the edge. I tell you what, with Hall and Robinson on those ends, man, I tell you what, that is a tough assignment for anybody.
Mangham gets set to kick it away. 3:30 remaining in the second quarter. There's the snap. Going to be a little high. Panthers going to put a little pressure. He's going to somehow get it away. It's going to bounce and take another Mangham bounce. And again, going to roll into Panther territory, this time to the 48. And that's where the Panthers will begin at their own 48-yard line. They lead Mangham 21-0, 3:16 remaining in this first half. Coming up at the half, the Gallagher Insurance halftime show featuring stats, scores, and more from tonight's game.
Ben, you go ahead.
Go ahead. We're good.
No, I was just going to say, sometimes the non-call is the great thing. You saw the Panthers get a good rush on the punter, but they all pulled up. So, in other words, that could have easily been a roughing the kicker. Every single one of them stepped up. Great job by them to be aware of that.
Shotgun formation for the Panthers. 2 receivers to the near. Tony set at the wing to the far side. There's the snap. Lawhon looks out. Going to be a little tunnel screen. Now looking downfield. Going to take a shot. That's John Barr, and he's behind the defense, and now he turns the Jets on. The 10. Oh, going to be pushed out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Great play, great pass from Lawhon to Barr.
Well-designed play, and Larry Foster likes it because he's screaming at everybody walking down the field. But great play. They set up that tunnel screen with Ram Foster. There's plenty of film on that tunnel screen. They just leaked John Barr out, and with that stride he has, he was able to get behind the coverage. Lawhon just dropped it right in there. Great job on both ends of that, from the quarterback Lawhon to the receiver Barr. Good job of Foster selling that. Panthers have it at the 9-yard line of the Dragons, 1st and goal.
Downs Law Firm first down. I formation too tight for the Panthers. Give straight ahead to Ramaje. He's carrying Dragons all the way to, the ball comes out again.
Well, I think the referees are trying to figure out, was he down, and now they give the ball to the Dragons. Hatfield was trying to get every yard he could. And that ball, and sometimes when you're fighting for yardage, that ball is not secure, and they managed to punch it out, unfortunately. And we got a
discussion still.
Looks like the white hat has called them together to make sure that's the right call. You know, I don't know whether his forward progress had stopped or not, but I think they're going to give this ball to the Dragons. I don't know. Let's see what the white hat's saying.
They may be trying to figure out where the ball is going to go, because it was picked up. Looks like it's going to be Mangham football. They're going to put it down on about the 6. It looks like first down for Mangham on the turnover by the Panthers at the goal line.
Well, they've got the ball up on the 10, and now they're moving it back.
It's going to go down at about the, maybe 5. They're going to call it the 5. Back to the 5. First and 10 for Mangham. 2:36 remaining. They trail 21-0. Now we have an extra football on the field. Not sure what's going on.
Well, that just adds to the mystique. If you got 2 balls on the field, hey, let's see. That'd be great.
All right, now they got it set. Mangham's in the shotgun formation. 1 receiver to the near, 2 set far to the wide side. Bell calls for it. Going to be a give straight ahead to Jalen Williams. He's going to find some room, make a couple Panthers miss, and then he's going to be popped after a first down run up to about the 16.
Tell you what, that was a massive collision down the field. He managed to get the ball up to the 17-yard line of the Dragons. It'll be first down and 10. That clock's running with 10:14 left in this half.
Shotgun formation again, 2 receivers to the near, 1 to the far. There's the snap. Going to be a QB keeper up the middle. He's trying to find some room, finds a little bit, trying to find the edge, and then he's going to be tackled after about a 6-yard gain.
Looked like a combination of Cliff Jones and Jay Bonner over there to make that stop. Got a good carry. I got good yardage on that carry. He got about 6, so they got the ball out to the Dragon 23-yard line. It's going to be second down and 4.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Bell's going to get put under pressure. He's trying to find some room, and now he's going to be hit by a host of Panthers. Back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1, and that'll bring up a third down.
Good pressure by that defense. Flushed it right up the middle, and big 99 TJ. Well,
that's DJ.
DJ. Man, I wanted to say TJ Ribs. DJ Hutchinson on the initial contact. Hall helped finish him off. Third down and 3 for the Dragons.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. Bell's looking out, trying to find some room, and it's going to be batted away by number 15, Cole Thompson.
Heck of a play by Cole Thompson. I hate to cut you off, but that was a dead-gum good play by him. He was able to get inside, go on the outside, get that hand back in front of it. Great job by Cole Thompson on that cornerback position. That's going to force the Dragons to at least come out in punter formation. I can't see them trying to fake one here.
1 minute, 5 seconds remaining in this first half of play. Panthers lead 21-0. Mangham sends on the punter unit. Ram goes back and is standing at his own 48-yard line. Panthers look like they're going to bring some pressure. There's the snap, going to be fielded cleanly. Now Ram takes it on the far sideline. He's looking for a wall, and it looks like he may have one. He's trying to find some room. Ahmad Mills has got him on the corner. Now he's got 1 man to outrun. That's going to be should be a horse collar.
Should be a horse collar all the way.
We're not going to get that call. Not sure what happened there. A nice wall. Ram had 1 man to beat and just couldn't get around him, but nice return to the 43-yard line.
Well, Ben, and look, I like the folks down here in Mangham, but that was some home cooking. That is nothing against the folks here. I'm telling you, that was a terrible non-call. I mean, he had him by the horse. Inside the car. That was a classic. When they go down at LHSAA referee training, that is going to be shown as a missed call. But hey, we still have the ball in Dragon territory. Panthers have it first down and 10 at the Dragon 42. 55 seconds left.
I formation for the Panthers. 1 receiver set to each side. There's the snap. Little counter action, play action pass. He's got John Barr behind the defense again. Drops it in. Touchdown, Panthers!
Heck of a pass. Good job by John Barr to get behind the coverage. That was just pure speed on John Barr's part. We've said it. That guy's got some long legs. Doesn't look like he's running fast, but he's covering some ground. Hey, Lawhon just dropped it in the bucket. Great job by Lawhon. Good protection up front by that offensive line. But Lawhon did a great job of dropping it right in the breadbasket.
That Panther touchdown brought to you by the law offices of Street and Street. Jacob Green on to attempt the extra point for the Panthers. That extra point brought to you by David Bryant, Realtor. Panthers get set. There's the snap, hold, and it's up. And Mr. Automatic comes through again with 48 seconds remaining in this first half. Panthers now lead 28-0.
I mean, what can you say, Ben? That was just a good job of seeing down the field. One thing about Barr, he's a big target. I mean, Lawhon he just lofted it. I mean, it couldn't have been placed any better.
Well, Sterlington finally got the matchup they wanted. The number 8 for Mangham
is Cameron Lawson. He's a big body, big cornerback. They finally got a little, I believe it was number 2, Diego Rosales, out there on him, maybe number 11, but Barr just ran right by him, and he had no chance.
That's that chess match you see in football. You know, everybody talks about adjustments being made. It's also about getting those matchups you want, and when you get them, your quarterback knows. And that's just a great job of scheming that. But good job by those Panthers.
Jacob Green on to kick it away. This kickoff brought to you by David Bryant, Realtor. What a first half for the Panthers. I remind our listeners, this is the number 2 team in 2A that's now trailing 28-0. Just the start Coach Doty was looking for his Panthers. You take away those 2 fumbles, and Panthers have played almost flawless. Green to kick it away. There's the kick. Going to be another high kick. Fielded at the 5-yard line by number 4, Jalen Williams. He's looking for a lane now, trying to find some room outside. He's going to try to get around by number 6, Maddox Bryant. He's not going to get there, get back to about the 24-yard line. And Mangham will start 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Hey, hats off to Maddox Bryant. Williams is a very good runner and looked like he was going to get around that edge. Maddox Bryant has got a lot of speed. He was able to string him along until he turned it upfield. Good job by Maddox Bryant to make that tackle. The Dragons have it at their own 25-yard line, 1st down and 10, 41 seconds left in this first half. Panthers up 28-0.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 set to the far side. T.J. Bell and Jalen Williams in the backfield. Bell calls for the snap. There it is. He's going to give it straight ahead to Williams, who's going to make one man miss, but he's going to run into a wall of Panthers at the 25-yard line, and that's going to be it, maybe 26.
Looked like big Caleb Andrews was on the end of that play. Saw that ball pop loose. I think his forward progress had ended, so it wasn't any fumble. But I tell you, if you're going in the teeth of that defense, when you got Terrace Coleman in the middle along with Caleb Andrews, and then, hey, look, Hickman's a big body, and we hadn't even seen him tonight. So I tell you, they were rotating that defensive line, keeping those guys fresh. It's going to be a 1-yard gain for the Dragons. The ball is on the 26-yard line, but they're going to go ahead and let the time expire.
That's going to be the end of the second quarter. After 2 quarters of play, Panthers lead 28-0. Panther fans, stay tuned. We'll be right back with the Gallagher Insurance halftime show in just a moment.
When the world is uncertain, having a focus can make everything clear. At Gallagher, our focus is community. Gallagher's purpose is to help you move forward with confidence by managing your risk, by helping you foster a healthy, thriving workforce. So whether your doors never closed or you're looking to return and rebuild, our focus remains where it's always been, on you and your community. Because that's what it means to build confidence together.
Hey, Coach, your first half, you bent a little bit in the first half, and you held them down there on the goal line, and you caused a fumble, and your offense come out clicking here in the first half.
Well, yeah, 2 fumbles killed us, or we'd be subbing right now. So we got to clean that up, but I'm real proud of how hard our kids are playing.
You come down here, you know, them being the number 2 ranked team in Class 2A, and you got out to the start you did here on offense.
Yeah, we play in defense too, so we're excited.
All right, good luck in the second half.
Panther fans, that's Coach Doty. We'll be back in just a moment with the Gallagher Insurance halftime show.
I spend my nights under the stage lights, but after the applause, I'm back in my truck from my hometown dealer, Benoit Motors. The country roads of Louisiana are my soul, and Benoit Motors gets who I am and who we are. They are proud to be a dealership for the everyday American. Join me and become a member of their family. Benoit Motors. They're with you for all your life's big moments and all the miles in between.
CommuniHealth Services in Bastrop provides quality medical, dental, and behavioral healthcare services for patients of all ages. Our goal is to make a difference by providing superior healthcare services and exceed patient expectations by doing the right thing every day to improve lives in our community. If you're ready for our team to care for you, visit communihealth.org today.
At Cross Keys Bank, we're full of Sterlington Panther pride. We're also proud to offer free key checking for individuals and businesses. Free key checking has no minimum balance requirement, and you'll never have to worry about bank fees again. I'm Lee Riordan, Sterlington Market Manager. I invite you to stop by our branch soon to open a free key checking account. Cross Keys Bank, member FDIC.
Cross Keys Bank.
David Bryant, RE/MAX, your local NELA Realtor, has the home for you. 318-265-8130. Call David Bryant today. Licensed in Louisiana, each office independently owned and operated. Ready to sell? Ready to buy? David Bryant is the man to call. RE/MAX Premier Realty. Fair housing opportunity.
Here in Sterlington, our town motto is Faith, Family, Friends. At First Baptist Church, we believe those three things are what's most important for all of us, from the youngest to the oldest. We want to help you and your family thrive in each area. Whether you're new to town or just looking to get better connected, we'd love for you to come join us on a Sunday morning at 10 a.m. For a full schedule or more information, check out fbcsterlington.com. FBC Sterlington, we're here for you.
First Security Title of Monroe provides real estate transaction services in Northeast Louisiana. The closing process has never been easier. With a dedicated staff that takes pride in helping our customers obtain quality service. First Security Title, 1818 Avenue of America, Monroe.
Need a loan? Call Kraftman Federal Credit Union. If you're replacing worn out or damaged lawn equipment, appliances, or in need of a new automobile, Kraftman has money to loan. Whether you live or work in Morehouse, Richland, or West Carroll parishes, Kraftman can get you the money you need with some of the lowest rates around. Call or drop by and let the hometown folks at Kraftman make it easy and start enjoying your new purchase. Kraftman has money to loan. Kraftman Federal Credit Union, 805 East Cypress in Bastrop.
We are Marion State Bank.
And have been for 100 years.
Community banking. It's not just what we do, it's ingrained in who we are. By providing a banking experience you can trust. Marion State Bank. Marion, Farmerville, Sterlington, Monroe, West Monroe. NELA Turf Farms provides sales, delivery, and installation of luscious sods and rich soils. Whether you're building your own lawn from scratch or you're looking to restore the look and feel of your old landscape, we can help. Our technicians have over 20 years of experience analyzing our residential and commercial clients' needs. Contact us today to learn more about our services or to schedule an initial appointment. Carpenter Road, Bastrop, Louisiana. Ron D. Bush, State Farm.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great race, we gave this game day jam surprisingly great lyrics.
I saved a lot this year because I called the pros.
I am calling State Farm. I gotta make a phone call.
We got that coverage here. Protect your car and home.
I am calling State Farm. I gotta make a phone call.
You can just call now. There's a little bit of great rates with a little bit of Jake. Look at my quote now.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hello, I'm Ross Downs of the Downs Law Firm. We're a personal injury law firm that handles cases involving 18-wheeler crashes, automobile wrecks, pedestrian accidents, as well as slip, trip, and fall. We're with our clients every step of the way. We advise them through issues surrounding the liability issues of a wreck or a personal injury. Please give us a call if we can be of further assistance.
Ross Downs, 318-284-8551.
There's a lot of trucks out there, but none like the 21 Nissan Titan. It's the truck with best-in-class standard power and torque, tech features, and safety to protect your greatest catch. Plus, it's backed by America's best truck warranty. 5 years, 100,000 miles, bumper to bumper. It's the truck you'll want to brag about. Test drive a Titan today at Sparks Nissan.
Sterlington Rehabilitation Hospital and Rural Health Clinics offers inpatient and outpatient services. And they're now offering LSVT big treatment to those suffering from Parkinson's disease. They're seeing many documented improvements in patients, such as faster walking with bigger steps, improved balance, better movement in the torso, and a reduced risk of falling. They're LSVT big certified. Please come by and see one of their certified clinicians today. The law offices of Street and Street, fighting for the injured in Louisiana. When you hire us, you get us. Our clients are represented by one of our seasoned attorneys with over 65 years of experience handling cases in Louisiana. Our goal is simple: to advocate and fight for the rights of the injured. Call today for a consultation. 318-325-4418. Street and Street.
Hi, I'm Drew Brees, co-owner of Surge Entertainment Centers. Being a father of 4 children, I'm constantly looking for ways to provide great family experiences, such as sports simulators and bowling, including a full-service bar and restaurant with comfortable lounge and event spaces. We are consistently on the cutting edge with our equipment, technology, and park designs. If you haven't been to one of our Surge parks yet, come by and see us and experience it for yourself. You won't want to leave, because here at Surge, it's all about friends, family, and fun.
That's the sound of the 5th quarter at the 64 in Sterlington. Come and get some of that good old authentic Louisiana cuisine, like only the 64 can whip up for you, child. New Orleans has come to town, and there's only one place to be after the Panther game. It's the 64. Hey Trey, fix me some of them jazzy potatoes.
Meet Dave. Dave has a problem. He has way too much stuff and not enough room to store it. As Dave searches, he comes across Ashley Storage. They have great locations in Monroe and Sterlington, Louisiana. They have a wide variety of storage unit sizes available, and their prices are very reasonable. The best part about Ashley Storage is that Dave can reserve his storage unit online from his home, quick and easy. Give us a call or check out our website at ashleystorageofsterlington.com.
On a first half, William, tonight that was absolutely dominated by the Panthers.
Yeah, this is exactly what Coach Doty wanted to see. You're getting execution on offense and defense. I mean, the only slip-up we had a couple of turnovers, but so far they haven't cost us anything. I know Coach Doty made the comment. He said, hey, we could be subbing right now, but I don't think you want to sub against the number 2 team in 2A. But really, we're seeing it from all facets of the game. Running game has been there with Hatfield. Hatfield's really stood out tonight. And then you've also got Lawhon through the air. You know, he's found Barr. He got Hatfield on. That's 2 touchdowns tonight in the air. But just good. And that offensive line, we never really get to talk about those guys, but let me do this real quick. You got Peyton Park-Smith, Edmund Williams, Jordan Johnson, Brendan McNair, Mitch Hodnett, and Tony Rivera. They've done an outstanding job up front, clearing the way for those guys. And on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, before you leave that, don't forget number 62, Cooper Lyon. He's been rotating in and out of there at that guard position, and that's right. He's a part of that unit that is doing a great job.
That's exactly right. And you're going to have to catch me on those sometimes. But, you got something else to add?
Well, I was just thinking that I'm going to have to do a better job in the second half. I did not see J.T. Barnett, but I'm sure he was in there on the rotation.
I do believe I saw J.T. in there as well. So they are rotating those guys, which keeps them fresh,
Absolutely.
So, and then when you flip over that defensive side of the ball, the defense Mangham had the ball inside the 1-yard line. Defense stuffs them on a 4th and 1, and then they also get the ball on the other end of the field. And we're able to stop them again. And the defense is just playing great. That front 5 tonight, but the guys that really sticking out, Caleb Andrews, and then the ends, Kellen Hall and Charlie Young have had a massive game tonight.
Charlie Robinson.
Dude.
Hey, but you know what? It's actually been 3 stops inside the 5. Because you remember we took over on the 1 and we put the ball on the ground and they recovered. And then the defense stood tall 4 plays in a row. And that really – now looking back, we're fortunate the game's not 28 to 21 at this point.
Exactly. So that defense has really stepped up. And look, we focus on that defensive line, but you're getting it from all levels. I mean, the linebacking group, Handy's made some big plays. You've seen and look, Chase Mitchell came in. he made some more plays, and Bryce Lark started the game, and I've seen number 5 in on several tackles as well. And on the back end, of course, we're still getting Armand Mills with his activity up around the box. But let me focus once again. Cliff Jones is such an elite cornerback in high school. He doesn't get much thrown at him.
Right.
Thompson's done a great job of locking down on the other side. That's where they're trying to go. But, you know, we talked about this too. That defense is stringing that offense out. Now, where they're making some hay is that quarterback draw. They've been able to get that.
Yeah.
And we knew Williams was going to be hard to tackle. But I'm going to tell you, they've done a good job of controlling both of those guys.
Well, and truth be told, they've got 26 rushes, Mangham, 26 rushes for 60 yards. And the quarterback's 2 of 6 for 56. But William, even though the quarterback draw has worked a couple of times, I mean, that's 26 rushes for 60 yards, and a lot of that has come on 2 big runs. You take away the big pass over the top, and Mangham's not even at 100 yards of offense. They've got 106 right now, but you probably are looking at really, minus that big play, about 70 yards. So the defense has slammed the door.
They have, and you know what I'd like to know, and we don't have it. I'd love to know how many minus yards they have, plays with minus yards.
It's quite a few.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, Caleb Andrews is just an absolute – I mean, he is a force in that middle. Yep. And I'm glad Terrace Coleman is in there now. We really want to see what he's doing. But DJ Hutchinson, I mean, that guy's been jamming it up in there as well. Just good job by them. And you know, it's just – I mean, we've seen Jay Bonner in on some licks too with Mills. But I tell you what, it's been a total contribution for the defensive side of the ball. Really
Absolutely. Well, Sterlington stats tonight so far, they've got 12 rushes for 114. That's not quite what we put up last week. But they've been efficient. 12 carries for 114. Hatfield's got 7 carries for 70 yards with a touchdown and 1 touchdown receiving. Tramel's got 2 carries for 13 yards and 1 touchdown. But Lawhon is just proving to be Mr. Efficiency. The longer we go, it seems like the better he gets. He's 5 of 6 for 150 and 2 scores right now.
And that's the thing about Lawhon. He's a game manager. I mean, when you watch what he does, he handles the ball well when we're running the option. But you see down the field, and look, a lot of this goes to the staff. They've scouted this. They know where the opportunities are. And look, Lawhon's a smart kid. They tell him, hey, if you see this, this is what you need to do. And just like that pass to Hatfield, that was set up perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect. Foster clears out the corner. You get Hatfield into the flats. I mean, it's just Katie bar the door down the sideline. But just you're right. He's very efficient, does a great job finding his receiver and getting it on target.
Absolutely. Well, Panther fans, looks like everybody's stretching it out and getting ready to come to the sideline. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with more Gallagher Insurance Halftime Show in just a moment.
When the world is uncertain, having a focus can make everything clear. At Gallagher, our focus is community. Gallagher's purpose is to help you move forward with confidence by managing your risk, by helping you foster a healthy, thriving workforce. So whether your doors never closed or you're looking to return and rebuild, our focus remains where it's always been, on you and your community. Because that's what it means to build confidence together.
At Cross Keys Bank, we're full of Sterlington Panther pride. We're also proud to offer free key checking for individuals and businesses. Free key checking has no minimum balance requirement, and you'll never have to worry about bank fees again. I'm Lee Riordan, Sterlington Market Manager. I invite you to stop by our branch soon to open a free key checking account. Cross Keys Bank, member FDIC.
Cross Keys Bank.
Franklin Parish trails Lake Charles College Prep 25-0. We've got no score from General Trask and Wassman. But I think the score that kind of caught me off guard a little bit, or 2 scores that caught me off guard, William. Jonesboro Hodge leads West Washita 35-7 in the second quarter. And then the Avoyles Mustangs are all over the Carroll Bulldogs right now, 36-6, and this says it's in the first quarter.
That one is a bit of a surprise because Carroll has really got some good talent out there. And, you know, Amari Greeley is, I mean, he getting a lot of talk preseason and well-deserved. I mean, we saw that guy. We know what he can do.
All right, Panther fans, third quarter is set to get underway. Mangham will kick off to the Panthers, kicking left to right. That'll be number 4, Jalen Williams, set to kick it away. He makes his approach, and there's the kick. Going to be almost like an onside kick. It's going to be on the ground, and it's going to be into the arms of a Dragon, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Dragons in Panther territory at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's not the way you wanted to start the second half, but it looked like that was a planned onside kick all the way. They did get a bounce. Panthers had a shot at it, but, you know, Ben, when that ball's rolling end over end like that, it can definitely be a problem. I know what you're saying about that air conditioning up here now. You reckon we might can unplug that bad boy?
Ooh, I had to move.
Gee
I had to
whiz,
move.
it's cold up here
Yeah,
now.
I'm not sure if that was an intentional onside kick, but nonetheless it worked, and Mangham will go to work at the Panther 43-yard line. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 set to the near. Bell and Williams in the backfield. There's the snap. Going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle after he fakes to Williams. He's going to get across the 40 to about the 38, and that'll be a gain of about 5 and bring up 2nd down.
Looked like Armand Mills came up from that safety position to make that tackle. As you said, he picked up 5 yards on that carry. They're going to put the ball on the 38-yard line of the Panthers. Be 2nd down and 5 for the Dragons.
Shotgun formation, 1 set to the near side, 2 out to the far. Bell calls for it. There's a snap. Going to be a give to Williams straight up the middle. He finds a little room, gets across the 35, still fighting and pushing all the way up to the 30. Actually going to give him almost to the 29. At 30-yard line is where it'll go down. That's a 1st down for Mangham.
Kind of a scrum there. He just pushed his way down with a couple of blockers. Mills was able to get down around his ankles and pull him down, but not before he gets a 1st down. That ball is on the 30-yard line. 1st down and 10. 30-yard line of the Panthers. 1st down and 10 for the Dragons.
Shotgun formation, 1 receiver to the near, 2 out to the far. There's a snap. Going to be a give again to Williams over that left side. He's looking for some room. Ball is out again. I believe Mangham's going to fall back on it. Maybe at the line of scrimmage, and that'll be it. That'll bring up a 2nd down.
Boy, it was hard to tell. I couldn't tell if that was Mills that was able to get in there and start the tackling process. When he did, Williams just let the ball fly loose. I thought we had a shot at getting that, but he was able to jump back on the ball. He's going to wind up with about a 1-yard gain on that carry. The Dragons have a 2nd down and 9 with the ball on the 29-yard line.
2 receivers set to the far side, 1 set to the near side. Man comes in motion. Going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle. He finds a little bit of room, gets up to about the 21-yard line, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1.
I believe that was Mills that came up again from that safety position. He's checking out of the game. Look like Jay Bonner is checked in. Dragons have a 3rd down and 2 from the Panther 22.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers set to the far side, 1 to the near. Going to be a give to number 4, Jalen Williams again. He finds some room and going to get up to about the 15, maybe the 14, and that'll be another Dragon 1st down.
Look like we're starting to get some activity from Javarius Himes. He was in on that stop, but not before they were able to get the ball down to the 14-yard line of the Panthers. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Dragons.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers set to the near side, 1 to the far. Bell calls for it. There's the snap. Going to be a give to Williams. He finds some room, now makes some hop steps, and he's going to be into the end zone for a Dragon touchdown.
That's what we came to expect from him. He just kind of, he'll weave his way through the traffic. You got to give him credit. He sees it, and he moves back and forth, and Mangham was able to get that ball in for the score. Now they're lining up for the extra point.
Yeah, Williams showing some ability to stop on a dime there. A couple of stops and starts real quick. And now Mangham will be on, or Mangham set to kick the extra point. That's number 14, Austin Lively, on to kick for Mangham. There's the snap, ball's up, and it's going to be good. And with 9:31 remaining in this 3rd quarter, Panthers 28, Dragons 7.
I don't know how Cliff Jones did not get that block.
We used to see the same thing. I hate to compare him to his brother, but the same thing is true. Cole was the same way. They're almost too fast.
They overrun it.
They
sure do. Well, Cliff was there, and I think he just overshot that deal. I saw Coach Doty walking over to the defense. He's having a few things to say, I'm sure, just, let them know what's going on. But, hey, you didn't expect that, but, hey, it is what it is.
That's right.
You still got a 3-score lead. Get that offense back on there and let's start making some hay again.
Yeah, and we talked about it a moment ago. This is the number 2 team in 2A. You did not expect them to come out and lay down.
Absolutely not. And, look, we've talked about Coach Scott Wiltshire and that staff he's got there. They do a tremendous job over here with these guys. I mean, they really do. had a chance to call their games in the playoffs, and I got to see these kids, and they coach them well. They are a well-coached team.
All right, number 4, Jalen Williams, set to kick it away again. Panthers get set, and there it is, a little toed it up, straight to Ram. Foster's going to take a bounce, and it's going to roll back deep into Panther territory. Now Ram's going to have to find some room. He does find a little bit, little dancing around. He's going to get across the 15 up to about the 17, and that's where the Panthers will begin. 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
That was kind of one of those hard ones to handle. It comes in kind of as a screwball, and you saw that, and it really wasn't easy to feel that ball. Give Foster credit for able to get that ball. It was about inside the 10. He was able to bring that thing back out. Could have been an absolute disaster. So the Panthers are going to take over at their own 17-yard line, 1st down and 10.
Panthers come out, I formation. Nope, they're going to go spread formation. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Lawhon now brings Foster in, and it's going to be a quarterback. Actually, going to be a throwback by Ram Foster to John Barr, and he's in the open field, and ain't nobody going to catch him. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown on the reverse pass from Ram Foster to John Barr.
Once again, saw this in practice this past week. Great job of Ram Foster selling that. It was just going to be a sweep to the right handoff by Lawhon. He set this thing up. Barr was 15 yards behind the corner on that side. They saw that. They knew that corner was going to bite up on it, but great job by Foster just to lay that ball. That's one of the hardest ones to make. He's so wide open you don't want to miss him, but great job by Foster and Barr on that touchdown pass.
That Panther touchdown brought to you by the law offices of Street and Street, proud supporters of Panther football. Jacob Green on to attempt the extra point, brought to you by David Bryant. There's the snap, the hold, ball's up, and that's 5 in a row. Panthers with 8:59 left in the 3rd quarter. Panthers now lead 35-7.
You know, I've been trying to watch practice a little bit closer this week, and that was a play they had been working on, and you could see that thing setting up. I think they felt like that corner was going to be aggressive and bite on that side, which he did. You know, Foster's got some speed to him, and you see that. You're going to come up and try to close that edge off, force him up inside. Well, what you wind up doing, you just let Barr run right behind him. But that was a well-designed play. I tell you what, they really have done a good job of scheming this game tonight as to what they see. And, again, you said this is the number 2 team in 2A, and again, you go back, these kids are well coached.
Absolutely. Well,
very well coached.
You see Mangham come out, they kick whether it was, we'll call it the onside kick, get it back, go down, score, and that Panther offense was unfazed and are able to make the comeback on the big touchdown pass from Ram to Barr. Jacob Green sets to kick it away again tonight. This kickoff brought to you by David Bryant, Realtor. Everything is set. Jacob Green will make his approach. Another good high kick is going to drive Rosales back to about the 7-yard line. Now he's looking for some room, and he's going to be tripped up and goes down at his own 20, we'll call it the 21-yard line.
Parker Miller wasn't in on the tackle, but I like the way he got down and forced the issue with the blocker. But I want to say Turf Monster may have got him on that one.
Looked like his own man may have clipped his foot. This 3rd quarter brought to you by the Cross Keys Bank. Panther fans want to remind you every week to check out the Panther Hype video featuring highlights from the previous week's game on the Sterlington Panthers official YouTube channel. It's uploaded Thursdays and brought to you by NELA Turf. Shotgun formation, a little quick toss out to Williams in the flat, trying to find some room. And I believe he's going to be forced out of bounds for a loss. And that'll back the ball up from the 20 to about the 17-yard line.
Once again, nice job of stretching that ball out to the sideline. Again, if you can keep Williams going sideline to sideline, that's a big success.
Absolutely.
So it's going to be actually a loss of 1, 2nd down and 11 for the Dragons at their own 19-yard
Shotgun
line.
Formation, 1 to the near side, 2 to the far. Going to be a give to Williams, trying to find some room on this near side, and he's going to be grabbed by number 58, Kellen Hall, and then a host of Panthers finishes him off.
Once again, Kellen Hall is having a monster game tonight. Of course, Charlie Robinson is in on that other side as well. Just a good job by that defense playing team defense. It's going to be 1 yard gain on that carry sets up a big 3rd down and 10 for the Dragons at their own 20-yard line.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Bell's going to roll to his left, looking downfield. Going to throw a quick stop. It's going to be caught. And the ball will move up to the 31-yard line. Should be enough for a Dragon first down.
Well, we had a flag, and I think they're going to call something up around the head, whether it's a face mask or what, but it just seems funny to me. We don't get the horse collar in the first half. That's just a good aggressive tackle up high, looked like, but I don't know, may have caught a face mask or something.
It'll be personal foul.
Face mask.
So that'll be 15 yards tacked on to the end of it. Should move the ball to the 46-yard line. That's a first down for the Dragons. Looked like we had a corner in position that's batted away and just missed it, made the catch, and then the face mask turns that 12-yard gain into a 27-yard gain. Shotgun formation for the Dragons, 2 to the near, 1 to the far. There's a snap by Bell. Going to be a give to Williams again around this right side, looking for something. That's number 48, Jackson Moore, who grabs him first, and then Chase Mitchell and Luke Handy finish him off.
Good job by Jackson Moore. He really got the initial contact on that, got low, got him around his legs before he had a chance to hop step. And Jackson is one of those guys that they are high as a kite on in that middle. And with this 5-man front, he's been a very nice addition in there, particularly in a rotational piece. They gave him 1 yard on the carry. 2nd down and 9 for the Dragons at their own 47-yard line.
Shotgun formation, 2 to the far side, 1 to the near. There's a snap by Bell looking downfield, trying to find somebody. He gets pressured again by Charlie Robinson and a host of Panthers. And he's going to throw it downfield to number 9, Cameron Lawson. It's going to be caught at the 40-yard line in Panther territory. That's another Dragon first down.
He was able just to find that open spot. Give Bell credit. He was able to find him, and he's able to drop it in. Armand Mills came up and lowered a boom on him. Looked like they both kind of got a little bit of head knocking going on there, but he was able to get the ball down to 39 of the Panthers. It's going to be 1st down and 10.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Bell calls for the ball. There's the snap. Going to be a give to Williams up the middle, trying to find some room. He's going to hop through the line, then be grabbed by number 10, Chase Mitchell, tackled at the 35-yard line.
Once again, you see that. He'll put that foot out there for somebody to grab, and he's able to pull it loose. Good thing Chase Mitchell was there to make that tackle. Looks like Caleb Andrews is coming out. Caleb Evans is coming in. It's going to be 2nd down and 6 for the Dragons at the 35 of the Panthers.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 set to the near. Little freeze play. Now Bell gets the call. There's a snap. Going to give it to Williams up the middle. He tries to find some room, gets across the 35, maybe to the 34, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5.
Dylan Underwood has checked into the game, number 7, and it looked like Dylan was the guy that got the initial contact on him. I think Dylan is in playing at that linebacker position, going to a 4-man front right now. So you got Underwood in at that Mike position, Handy at the Sam.
There's a snap to Bell. He rolls left, looking downfield, trying to find a man. Throws it in the vicinity of one, but it goes out of bounds, incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down and 5.
Trying to finish that off. Chase Mitchell, they got him at the wheel position, so looks like they've shifted to a 4-man front right now, Ben.
Looks like we have the LHSAA water timeout. That's brought to you by Sterlington Rehab. We'll take a break and be right back with more 3rd quarter action.
Need a loan? Call Kraftman Federal Credit Union. If you're replacing worn out or damaged lawn equipment, appliances, or in need of a new automobile, Kraftman has money to loan. Whether you live or work in Morehouse, Richland, or West Carroll parishes, Kraftman can get you the money you need with some of the lowest rates around. Call or drop by and let the hometown folks at Kraftman make it easy and start enjoying your new purchase. Kraftman has money to loan. Kraftman Federal Credit Union, 805 East Cypress in Bastrop.
The law offices of Street and Street, fighting for the injured in Louisiana. When you hire us, you get us. Our clients are represented by one of our seasoned attorneys with over 65 years of experience handling cases in Louisiana. Our goal is simple: to advocate and fight for the rights of the injured. Call today for a consultation, 318-325-4418, Street and Street.
Panther fans, we're back. 5:58 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Panthers lead 35-7. Mangham has it at the Panther 34-yard line. They're going to go for it on 4th down, looking to throw it deep. And the quarterback's going to be hitting the backfield. That was big, number 91, Mr. Himes that forces the sack.
Yes, sir. I tell you, that's another guy. He's a sophomore. Is he a sophomore this year or a freshman?
Sophomore.
Hey, look, the cupboard is very full in that defensive line for these Panthers. That was a good job by Himes to make that stop. They forced the issue and caused Bell to step up in the pocket and right there into the hands of Himes. So the Panther offense comes back out on the field. They'll be at their own 35-yard line, first down and 10, 5:54 left in this third quarter. Panthers up 35-7.
That turnover brought to you by Ashley Storage. Shotgun formation for the Panthers, 2 receivers to the near side. There's a snap, going to be a give straight ahead to Trammell, looking for some room. He's going to dance around the middle of that line. And we're going to have a flag after about a 2-yard gain. It's going to be holding against the Panthers.
Usually when you see that flag go right up in that pile, it's going to be hold somewhere. Colvin wasn't able to really break that thing out. So looks like we're going to have Grant Hanna check out. They're bringing in Bryce Lark at that fullback position. We'll back the Panthers up. Ball is going to be placed at the 24-yard line of the Panthers where they'll have first down and 21.
Panthers go to shotgun again. They're going to split Trammell out to right off the tight end. One receiver out far, one receiver to the near. There's a snap. Going to be a little speed sweep. Give to Trammell, trying to find some room around this right side. He's going to find a little bit, turns it up, and he's going to keep his balance and fight all the way to the 36-yard line. Nice gain there on first down to bring up a second down and 11.
Very good gain. Nice block by Bryce Lark. He kicked his man out. Colvin sees it, cuts it back up inside. And another thing we've talked about Colvin about, he's pulling his leg out on those tackles. Stronger runner this year. He was able to pick up 10 yards on that carry, sets it up where it's second down and 11 for the Panthers. The ball is on their own 35.
One receiver set to each side. That's number 11, Sterling Sims to the near side. Foster goes out to the far. I formation behind Lawhon. That's Lark and Trammell. There'll be a little freeze now. Look over the sideline to get another play call. Make the change to the line of scrimmage. Lawhon makes his call. Now gets him set. There's the snap. Going to be a give straight ahead to Lark. He's got those legs driving, and he's up to the 40-yard line. Gain of about 6. And that'll bring up a third down.
Looked like that offensive line got a very good push up that middle. And with a guy the size of Lark, he is a bowling ball. Once he fell in behind him, he was able to force that ball up for a 6-yard gain. Sets up a manageable third down and 5 with the ball on the 40 of the Panthers.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the far side. That's number 87, Travis Adams, who's checked into the ball game. There's a snap. Lawhon looking downfield. Going to throw a little slant to Foster, and it's in and out of his hands. Incomplete. And we've got some extracurricular at midfield. There's got to be a flag on that.
I do not see any flags coming out, but boy, I tell you, it looked pretty.
Yeah,
I'd like to see what that is.
They are going to just let them play. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 5.
I think that's probably
If
classic.
you're watching on video, you're going to see some hands thrown at a face that normally would result in an ejection and 15 yards, but
that's
they're going to let it go.
That's Jordan Johnson, and he is not really the guy that's going to get in there and bust somebody in the head. So anyway, 4th down and 5, punting unit is on.
Panthers will punt it away. Jacob Green stands at his own 26-yard line. There's a snap, handled well. Nice punt, high, back to Jalen Williams. It's going to take a bounce towards the sideline and then be grabbed by number 44, Parker Miller, where it'll be downed, and Dragons will begin 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. 3:48 remaining in this third quarter. Panthers 35, Mangham 7. Panther fans, while we have a moment, I want to remind you that if you can't get enough Panther football content, check out the Lee Doty Coaches Show, brought to you by Benoit Ford. Live from Frenchman's Bend every Wednesday night at 6:15. Links are available at shspantherfootball.com. Mangham comes out in that shotgun formation. 2 receivers set to the far side, 1 set to the near. Williams set to the left of Bell in the backfield. Bell calls for the ball. There's the snap. Going to be a give straight ahead to Jalen Williams. He's trying to find some room. Now trying to get outside, and there's just nothing doing. Big Javarius Himes got his hands on him and then got some help from the rest of his team.
Looked like Chase Mitchell got a hand on him first, and it forced it up inside. And I tell you, Himes is having a great game tonight. That's just another one of those guys you can put on the end. We talked about Charlie Robinson. and Kellen Hall. He's getting some time now at that defensive end spot. Going to be no gain on the carry. 2nd down and 10 for the Dragons at their own 33-yard line.
Shotgun formation. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. That's going to be a flag. Should be a false start against Mangham. Number 17, Max Reisinger, has checked into the ball game at this near corner spot. Also, number 27, Desmond Woods, is in the ball game at safety with Maddox Bryant at the other safety.
So when they back the ball up, the ball will be on the 28-yard line of the Dragons. They'll be facing a 2nd down and 15.
2nd down, 15. Dragons get their play. 2 receivers out to the far side, 1 set to the near. Williams to the left of Bell in the backfield. There's a snap. Bell's going to take it, now going to roll out, and he's going to get sacked by the number 91, Javarius Himes.
Wow. Where has Himes been hiding? Good night. I mean, this guy, he is going off tonight. I mean, he has done a tremendous job from that end. I think they're just spelling Kellen Hall for just a little bit. Tell you, that's a heck of a spell, wouldn't you say? But he sacked him all the way back at the 20. It's going to be just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and about 22 for the Dragons.
Number 51, Caden Hickman, has checked into the ball game for DJ. Shotgun formation for the Dragons. Going to be a give straight up the middle to Mr. Williams. He's going to make a couple Panthers miss. He's still fighting, and then at the 40-yard line, he's finished off after a big gain. That's going to bring up a 4th down and about 2.5. Or is that a 3rd down? I'm sorry.
That'll be 3rd down and about, let's call it 2.5. Looks like the Dragons are going to go for it with 1:53 left in this third quarter, down 35-7.
4th down and 3. Mangham going for it at their own 40-yard line. 1:42 remaining. Mangham trails 35-7. 1:40 remaining. Looks like Mangham is going to take a timeout. That timeout brought to you by Sterlington Rehab. They'll take a break. We'll take it with them. We'll be right back.
At Cross Keys Bank, we're full of Sterlington Panther pride. We're also proud to offer free key checking for individuals and businesses. Free key checking has no minimum balance requirement, and you'll never have to worry about bank fees again. I'm Lee Riordan, Sterlington Market Manager. I invite you to stop by our branch soon to open a free key checking account. Cross Keys Bank, member FDIC.
Cross Keys Bank.
Meet Dave. Dave has a problem. He has way too much stuff and not enough room to store it. As Dave searches, he comes across Ashley Storage. They have great locations in Monroe and Sterlington, Louisiana. They have a wide variety of storage unit sizes available, and their prices are very reasonable. The best part about Ashley Storage is that Dave can reserve his storage unit online from his home, quick and easy. Give us a call or check out our website at ashleystorageofsterlington.com.
Panther fans, we're back. 4th and 3 for the Dragons. They're in the wild Dragon formation. 2 receivers to the near. Going to be a bad snap. Williams is trying to find some room, and that's big number 19, Charlie Robinson, slamming the door, and that'll be a turnover on downs, brought to you by Ashley Storage.
What did we just say? Charlie Robinson, Kellen Hall, and now you've got Javarius Himes to add to the mix. And I mean, what else? And look, that's not even bringing Caleb Evans that played some defensive end too. He's been in the interior tonight, but great job. That ball that play got off kilter from snap. But hey, I'll tell you what, Charlie Robinson, man, he is a force. We keep talking about Caleb Andrews, but good gosh, between Hall and Robinson, tell you what, you got a great combination there. So the Panthers will take over at the 40-yard line of the Dragons, 1st down and 10.
I formation for the Panthers. That's number 82, Jake Guthrie to the near side. Sims out to the far side. Sims is at the quarterback position. Be Travis Adams out wide to the far side. I formation. There's a snap. Going to be a give straight ahead to Bryce, who finds some room. He's got a downslaw for him, 1st down, and he's still trucking inside the 20-yard line. The Panthers are in the Ron D. Bush red zone. We've got some extracurriculars. And the Panthers have got a man down. That was way too much extra.
And there's still no flags on the play.
Oh, yeah, there's flags down. We've got some flags down. If he's not ejected, something's wrong.
Well,
that should be the end of the night for number 55 for Mangham. He lost his absolute mind. And now we've got another flag.
That's probably going to be on Coach Doty.
But Doty's protecting his player. Now we've got a man down because 55 absolutely lost his mind and was throwing some punches. Did you see that, William? That was absolutely insane.
When I looked down, Jordan Johnson was protecting his player, and that's the last I saw of it. I was trying to watch the end of that run, so we'll see what's happening.
Look, we've got a second. Let's take a quick break and let them get this figured out. We'll be right back.
Ron D. Bush, State Farm.
To celebrate State Farm's surprisingly great race, we gave this game day jam surprisingly great lyrics.
I saved a lot this year because I called the pros.
I am calling State Farm. I gotta make a phone call.
We got that coverage here. Protect your car at home.
I am calling State Farm. I gotta make a phone call.
You can just call now. There's a little bit of grace with a little bit of Jake. Look at my quote now.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Here in Sterlington, our town motto is Faith, Family, Friends. At First Baptist Church, we believe those three things are what's most important for all of us, from the youngest to the oldest. We want to help you and your family thrive in each area. Whether you're new to town or just looking to get better connected, we'd love for you to come join us on a Sunday morning at 10 a.m. For a full schedule or more information, check out fbcsterlington.com. FBC Sterlington, we're here for you.
NELA Turf Farms provides sales, delivery, and installation of luscious sods and rich soils. Whether you're building your own lawn from scratch or you're looking to restore the look and feel of your old landscape, we can help. Our technicians have over 20 years of experience analyzing our residential and commercial clients' needs. Contact us today to learn more about our services or to schedule an initial appointment. Carpenter Road, Bastrop, Louisiana.
Panther fans, we're back after offsetting penalties. Number 55 for Mangham has been ejected, and the ball will go down on the, not sure why, back to the 25.
They called unsportsmanlike conduct on both sides, so it should have settled out at where the play ended. And I thought Lark went down at the 20. I'm pretty sure he did. So as this settles out, it'll be a first down and 10 for the Panthers.
First down, that's a Downs Law Firm. First down for the Panthers after a whole lot. Now I believe we're going to have another timeout. Not sure what's going on, but they'll take a timeout. Sterlington Rehab brings you this timeout. We'll take it with them. Be back in just a moment.
Sterlington Rehabilitation Hospital and Rural Health Clinics offers inpatient and outpatient services. And they're now offering LSVT big treatment to those suffering from Parkinson's disease. They're seeing many documented improvements in patients, such as faster walking with bigger steps, improved balance, better movement in the torso, and a reduced risk of falling. They're LSVT big certified. Please come by and see one of their certified clinicians today.
Panther fans, we're back. Looks like they've got everything sorted out. Panthers will have the ball, 1st and 10 at the Dragon 25-yard line, 1:26 remaining in the third quarter. Panthers lead 35-7.
Coach Doty is still talking to the white hat. I think he just wants to – I don't know if he's – Ben, you and I were talking during the break. It looked like Lark was down at the 20. Well, the ball's at the 25. I'm not sure where that came from.
Oh, man, we've still got a stoppage of play. Looks like we're going to –
I wonder if they're trying to figure out where the ball should be.
I don't think so.
I don't know what's going on.
Nope.
I will say this. Coach Wiltshire walked over to our side of the field. He and Coach Doty had a conversation. Looked like a very civil conversation.
Classy conversation.
Classy conversation. Went back. But I see Coach Doty. It looks like Jordan Johnson has come out. He wasn't ejected. The only ejection that took place
was for Mangham.
Was for Mangham. And it may be one of those where things got a little bit heated. The game's 35-7. Coach Doty went ahead and took Jordan Johnson out just to kind of calm things down on this side.
Yeah, it looks like we've also got McNair is out. So we'll get you the substitutions as they go in just a moment for the Panthers.
Well, the good thing is McNair's up on the sideline. He kind of looked like he kind of got a little bit of a bell rung on that play. But anyway.
I guess so. With that much action on top of your head, it always hurts. Helmet or no helmet.
Yeah.
Looks like number 59, Will Wachter, has checked into the ball game at left tackle. Sims is at quarterback with Lark and Ramaje behind him. I formation. Jake Guthrie sets to the near side. Travis Adams out far to the wide side. Sims looks over at the sideline, gets his call, now makes the changes at the line of scrimmage. Everybody gets on the same page. There's a snap. Toss back to Ramaje. He's looking for some room on this near side. Going to hop step, and he's going to fight, and he's going to finally go out of bounds after a nice gain. Should bring up a second down, and William, you think 6? I can't quite tell where they put the ball down.
I believe it's going to be second down and 6. Yeah, I mean, Ramaje was able to pick up as many yards as he could. Got a good block out there by Will Wachter. As you said, they've got him playing in that tackle position. That's another guy they're very high on this year as well. So you're looking at a second down, and let's call it a long 6. Ball is on the 21-yard line of the Dragons.
I-formation, Lark behind Sims with Ramaje. Sims looks over to the sideline, makes sure he's got the call, now makes the line changes. He goes under center. There's a snap. Going to be a toss back to Ramaje. Look like a little bit of confusion, and a host of Dragons are going to take him down the backfield, the 30-yard line. That's going to be a loss and bring up a long third down.
Yeah, I believe that was a miscommunication. That's one of those old, you turn around and you're looking for your back, and the play's going the other way. So anyway, that was just a miscommunication on that play. So that's going to bring the ball back all the way to the 29-yard line of the Dragons. The Panthers are facing a third down and 14 with 5 seconds. They're going to go ahead and let this clock expire.
Looks like that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Panthers 35, Dragons 7. We'll take a break and be right back with fourth quarter action.
We are Marion State Bank.
And have been for 100 years.
Community banking. It's not just what we do, it's ingrained in who we are. By providing a banking experience you can trust. Marion State Bank. Marion, Farmerville, Sterlington, Monroe, West Monroe. That's the sound of the fifth quarter at the 64 in Sterlington. Come and get some of that good old authentic Louisiana cuisine, like only the 64 can whip up for you, child. Nolan's has come to town, and there's only one place to be after the Panther game. It's the 64. Hey Trey, fix me some of them jazzy potatoes.
Panther fans, welcome to the fourth quarter here in Mangham. Panthers lead 35-7. This fourth quarter brought to you by Marion State Bank. I formation for the Panthers, Sterling Sims in at quarterback. He's under center. There's the snap. Going to be a counter pass. He rolls out to his right side looking for Lark in the flat. He's going to find him. Lark's going to run over one man. He's still fighting and finally tackled. But that'll bring up a 4th down and 9 for the Panthers at the Mangham. I believe they're going to put the ball down on the 22-yard line.
Lawhon's coming back in. Okay, so he's coming in just to hold for Jacob Green. This is going to be he's going to set up on, this will be a 40-yard field goal on natural turf, and that's well within Jacob's range. They get that hold down, they can make this, but let me give props to Bryce Lark. He showed some nice soft hands on that catch.
This field goal brought to you by David and Bryant, Realtor. Panthers get set. There's a snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it's good if it's got the distance. And it is
just
no good.
Short.
Just short. No good. 11 minutes and 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Panthers lead 35-7.
Hey, that's on natural grass, so you know that's a. But look, I thought it had a chance there. It looked like it fell just short. It looked like it was on line. But I tell you what, you put Jacob on turf, that's probably good.
All right, so, Mangham offense comes back out, take over the ball on their own 20-yard line. 3 receivers. I'm trying to see how they get set. Shotgun formation, of course. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Williams and Bell in the backfield. Williams now sets to the left of Bell. Bell calls for the ball. There's the snap. Going to be a give to Williams. He's trying to find some room. Panthers are grabbing him. He's so slippery. Able to get to the 25, 5-yard gain before he's finished off by Charlie Robinson.
Charlie is, I'll tell you what, he is picking up some tackles here tonight. That was going to be a 5-yard carry. So you're looking at a second down and 5 with the ball on the 25 of the Dragons.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the far, 1 to the near. There's a snap. Bell's going to give it to Williams, trying to find some room. And Caden Hickman and a host of Panthers are going to meet him in the backfield.
Yeah, it looked like Caden Hickman was the first guy to get there. Well, he put him to the turf fast.
Did you see who else jumped up right there, William?
Chase Mitchell.
Number 19, Charlie Robinson.
Well, it's kind of neat. You got 19 on one end, 91 on the other.
That's
so,
it.
you got to – if you're dyslexic now –
Be in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 set to the near. Bell and Williams in the backfield. Bell gets him set, now calls for the ball. He's going to drop straight back, looking downfield. He's going to get some pressure from number 12, Luke Handy, and he's going to be sacked for a loss.
Heck of a play by Handy. They brought him off that right side, and, boy, he just absolutely chased down Bell. He's deceptively fast. When you look at him, you don't think he's covering that ground like he is, but good job by Handy. Whenever Bell took off, he was able to jump out there and make that sack. That ball is now on the 21-yard line of the Dragons, 4th down and 9, and it looks like, is that Desmond? Who's that drop back? Ben having a hard time
It looks
seeing.
like Jay Bonner, but
that may be Jay Bonner's
I
at
can't
37.
see is it 37? I can't see his number. Snap, kick, going to bounce. It is Jay Bonner. He's going to take it on the hop at his own 45. Now looking for some room, make some guys miss. He's going to get into Dragon territory and be tackled at the 46-yard line.
All right, so, Jay Bonner is a guy they really want to get involved more in this in the game, whether that's, defense, they're really excited about Jay Bonner transferred in from Beekman. So now your Panther offense is back out on the field. They'll have it 1st down and 10 on the 44-yard line with 9:14 left in this 4th quarter. Panthers up 35-7.
I formation behind Sims, 1 receiver set to each side. Looks like we've got a few substitutions on the offensive line. We'll try to get those to you in just a moment. Sims gets the call, now gets everybody set. There's a snap, going to be a give straight ahead to Bryce Lark. He's fighting. Ball is stripped away. Now there's a scrum at the 45-yard line. And Mangham is going to take it away. That's been the one problem the Panthers have had tonight. That's 3 times now the fullback has put the ball on the ground.
Well, they're really focusing on the strip now. Looks like Coach Doty is starting to substitute on defense as well. So we need to get those in for you as well. Looks like number 85. Let me get my sheets here.
That's Braden Bonner.
Braden Bonner is in at the free safety position. Max Reisinger is in at a corner position. You've also got, I believe that's going to be Desmond Wood at the other corner.
Shotgun formation by Bell. Tosses it quickly out to number 9, Cameron Lawson, and he's in the open field. Braden Bonner, 1 man to beat, and that's going to be a Dragon touchdown on the quick pass from T.J. Bell to number 9, Cameron Lawson. I'm sorry, that'll be T.J. Johnson for Mangham.
Yeah, just a little out route, and he was able to get around that edge, able to bring it down the field.
We're good. Touchdown for Mangham, makes it 35-13, extra point pending. There's a snap, ball's down, gets it up, and it is good. And with 8:48 remaining in this 4th quarter, Panthers 35, Dragons 13.
While we have a minute, do you have some sponsors we need to?
Hey, Panther fans, want to remind you that after Friday night football games, you can head to the 64 in Sterlington, our 5th quarter sponsor for authentic Louisiana cuisine. Our senior spotlight every week brought to you by McDonald's. Panther fans, after the 4th quarter, we invite you to stick around for our post-game coaches interview brought to you by Ashley Storage. Panthers will set up the receiving team, and Mangham will get set to kick it away.
Let me say a little something about 64. Folks, you need to go by. There is some good food there. I really like the shrimp and grits.
I consider myself a connoisseur, especially of all things Sterlington. And, man, the shrimp and grits is out of this world. But those jazzy nachos, William, if you haven't had jazzy nachos, and Trey Brown, if you happen to listen tonight, that was a shout-out for your jazzy nachos when I come eat. I don't mind half-price nachos, man.
I can tell you, I've been there a few times, and I have never gotten anything that was not just slap your mama good. So hey, y'all get out there to 64. Good supporters of the team, and they got some good eats there.
Dragons get set to kick it away. That's number 4, Jalen Williams, set to kick it away. Here's the approach. It's going to be a kick straight down the middle. Be fielded by number 15, Cole Thompson. He's got some blockers in front, trying to find some room. Going to make his way to the sideline, then makes a cut. And he's going to be tackled at the 31-yard line. And that's going to bring the Panther offense back on the field, 1st and 10. And you have to think right now for Coach Doty, it's ball control and ball protection for that Panther offense.
That's right. We've had, was that the 3rd fumble tonight?
I believe it was the 3rd. Chris will probably correct us in a moment if we're wrong.
Yeah, but I think it's 3. That's something that Coach Doty's going, because look, you got to, you got to protect that ball, particularly in a situation like this. That may be the 4th.
The 4th fumble of the night. Now a little confusion. Panthers in the I formation. Looks like number 33, Cody Copeland, has checked in at the fullback position with Ramage at the tailback. There's a snap. Give straight ahead to Copeland. He puts his head down. Gets across the 35. Nice run to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, good hard run by Copeland. Got a shot at the end of it and held on to the ball. So good job for Mr. Copeland coming in that fullback position. They're going to give him about 4 yards on that carry. Looking at 2nd down and 6 for the Panthers. 35-13.
Looks like number 84, Tanner Bostic, has checked in for the Panthers at the wide receiver position.
I believe that's Grant Hanna that came in at that tight end position.
And that'll be number 40, Lark, at the other position, Brent Lark. Toss back to Ramage in that I formation to this near side. He's got some room, and he's going to be tackled. That's a Downs Law Firm. 1st down for the Panthers.
Whenever you see Hatfield get through that line, you're almost waiting to see it break.
You just hold your breath because you know he can go.
You know he can go. It's kind of like Tramel Cobb, and you got a 1-2 punch there. Those guys can take it to the house if they get in the clear. He was able to get that 1st down, as you said. Ball's at the 44 of the Panthers, 1st down and 10.
I formation, Sims gets him set. There's a snap. Give straight ahead to Copeland. He pushes across the 45, still driving his legs up to about the 44. And that'll bring up a 2nd down.
It was a hard run by Cody Copeland. Looked like he wasn't going to get anything on that carry, and he managed to pick up 2 yards with really nothing. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 with the ball on the 46 of the Panthers.
I formation again. Sims gets him set. That's Copeland and Hatfield set behind him. Everybody gets set. There's a snap. Toss back to Hatfield over that left side. He's going to be met in the backfield, but fight his way back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a little further, and going to gain about 1 after what could have been a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, that's the thing you like about Hatfield. He is very strong, and he's a hard guy to tackle. He really is. He is built strong in his legs as well. But I bet you one thing, when he was holding that ball, I bet he had both hands and 2 feet on it.
Absolutely.
So they gave him about 1 yard on that carry. It sets up a 3rd down and 7. The ball is on the 47 of the Panthers. There's 6:18 left in this game. Panthers up 35-13.
I formation, 2 receivers go to the far side. Sims gets them set. There's the snap. Toss back to Ramage on the near side. He's looking for room. He's going to get a couple blocks. He's still fighting and pushing. He's going to go forward. He's going to get close to the 1st down. He may have got it, and that's going to be a Downs Law Firm. 1st down on the 2nd effort by Hatfield. He was carrying tacklers, William.
He was. That was all Hatfield on that one. He got an initial crease to get in with the line, but, hey, contact hit him. He was at least 4 yards behind the yardage to make. And he just fought his way forward. Once again, we talk about how strong he is, but great run by Hatfield.
That brings us to the final LHSAA water timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in just a moment.
I spend my nights under the stage lights, but after the applause, I'm back in my truck from my hometown dealer, Benoit Motors. The country roads of Louisiana are my soul. And Benoit Motors gets who I am and who we are. They are proud to be a dealership for the everyday American. Join me and become a member of their family. Benoit Motors. They're with you for all your life's big moments and all the miles in between.
The law offices of Street and Street, fighting for the injured in Louisiana. When you hire us, you get us. Our clients are represented by one of our seasoned attorneys with over 65 years of experience handling cases in Louisiana. Our goal is simple: to advocate and fight for the rights of the injured. Call today for a consultation, 318-325-4418, Street and Street.
Panther fans, we're back. I formation for the Panthers. First down and 10. Sims takes it, gives it straight ahead to Cody Copeland. He's going to get across the 45 up to about the 44, and that'll bring up a second down.
I believe they'll give him, another 2-yard carry by Copeland. So you're looking at a second down and 8. The ball is on the 44 of the Dragons. And you called it, Ben. This is just going to be, Coach Doty wants ball control right here. Try to finish this game out. And he's trying to get some of these guys playing time. Cody Copeland's a guy they've really been wanting to get on the field. Mm-hmm. But I tell you, with the log jam you got between those top 4 backs, it's kind of hard to get a guy like Copeland in there. Good to see him get some playing time tonight.
I formation. One receiver set to the near side, one to the far. Copeland and Hatfield set behind Sims. There's a snap, little trouble with the snap, but takes it. Hatfield buys some time, and now he's running through tacklers again. He's still pushing. He's still going. They may not get him, but he's going to fight. What a push by number 47, Ramajay Hatfield.
Once again,
first down.
Oh my gosh! Once again, the play was stopped well behind the 10, the first down marker. He just fought his way ahead. Look, I know Ramajay doesn't like fumbling the ball. This is his way of saying, Coach, I'm sorry. We're going to make this work. Great run by Ramajay Hatfield. You got to love a kid that does not go down.
That's the Downs Law Firm. First down. Panthers have it at the Dragon 34-yard line.
Wait a minute. Dude, hang on. That's 2. I got to give him 2 downs, Law Firm. First down.
That's right.
That's a heck of a run, boy.
That's right.
Woo! Wow.
I formation. Now I believe Carter Morris has checked in at the quarterback position. Copeland and Hatfield sit behind him. Morris goes under center. There's the snap. Give to Copeland up the middle. He's chopping those feet. Going to gain I believe that's going to be maybe 2. And that'll bring up second down. Maybe 1.
Tell you, nice job by all the guys coming in right now. All the substitutes. I mean, they're doing a good job keeping that ball moving downfield. Looks like the younger Lark has just checked in, number 40.
Number 63, Drew Huff, has checked in at the center position. Morris goes under center. I formation. Everybody gets set. There's the snap. Toss back to Ramajay over that far side. He's going to put his head down, and he's still going. And I believe that's another Downs Law Firm. First down.
Heck of a job by Hatfield.
And William, let me say this. I want to make sure our fans know Ramajay may be in there right now with some other second unit skill players, but that is the first unit of Mangham defense that he's running through right now.
Yeah. You talk about the big defensive line they have. And let me say this, Jackson Porter, number 89, is checked in. You also have, I believe, Nicholas Crumley, number 69, is on that offensive line. We're trying to get everybody in that we can see. I believe JT Barnett is in there in one spot. I think that's going to be Cooper Line in at the guard position.
I formation again for Carter. He goes under center. There's a snap. Give straight ahead to Copeland, and he's going to run into the meat of that defense. And I believe get about 1, and that'll bring up a second down and 9.
Well, Cody messed up his average with that 1 yard gain.
Hey, I'm going to tell you something, William. Hats off to Copeland. That's some meat he ran into.
He is getting in there.
Those guys have to go, 2 of them at least 300 pounds, and then the other one probably 260.
Oh, yeah. I mean
Copeland is a stocky, well-built kid, but that's a lot of weight.
That is.
I formation again for the Panthers. Carter gets him up to the line. Goes under center. There's the snap. Going to be a counter pass by Carter out to Copeland. He's going to catch it at about the 21, move up to about the 17. I mean, a nice gain and bring up a third down and manageable.
Hey, you got to like that. Copeland made a catch and then made a step back to the inside to avoid a tackler. Good job by Copeland. But what, it reminded me of the old saying, Walt Garrison, when he played for the Cowboys. You know what it was? It said if you needed 2 yards, he'd get you 3. If you needed 5 yards, he'd get you 3.
1 minute 40 seconds remaining in the ball game. Panthers have it 3rd down and 4 at the Dragon 17. Carter gets him set. There's a snap. Toss back to Ramaje. Little mishandled, but Ramaje still spinning and fighting, and I believe he's going to have enough for a Downs Law Firm first down.
Hey, Carter Morris did a good job getting that ball back because he was kind of falling, and he was able to toss it back to Hatfield. And with Hatfield, hey, who cares? he's going to get the first down, So he got the ball down to looks like it's going to be on the 11-yard line of the Dragons. It'll be first down and 10 for the Panthers with 1:10 left on the clock. And I imagine you're going to see Coach Doty just take a knee here. Probably in this guy. I don't know. He may hand it off one more time to Copeland, but I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if he didn't just go ahead and take a knee.
Ball is on the 11. I formation. Too tight. They were going to just take a knee, but they're going to call delay of game on the Panthers. And some of that is the play clock is not working, so Carter's having to look back to the official. And if that's something you're not used to, that's right. Just hard to do.
Yeah, your back judge will always raise his hand
at 10
seconds. And Carter's, he's a heady little player. Just that's something you don't think about, when you're third string. So anyway, they backed it up 5, and the clock starts running again.
I formation. Everybody's kind of short or close. Carter takes it, and he will take a knee. And Panther fans, that should be the final knee of the ball game. And your Panthers tonight victorious 35-13 as the clock winds down. We're going to stay right here. We're going to get you Coach Doty in just a moment for our post-game coaches interview. So we'll stay right here as Chris is getting him. Looks like we're going to need just a minute. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with our post-game interview.
Meet Dave. Dave has a problem. He has way too much stuff and not enough room to store it. As Dave searches, he comes across Ashley Storage. They have great locations in Monroe and Sterlington, Louisiana. They have a wide variety of storage unit sizes available, and their prices are very reasonable. The best part about Ashley Storage is that Dave can reserve his storage unit online from his home, quick and easy. Give us a call or check out our website at ashleystorageofsterlington.com.
That's the sound of the 5th quarter at the 64 in Sterlington. Come and get some of that good old authentic Louisiana cuisine, like only the 64 can whip up for you, child. Nolan's has come to town, and there's only one place to be after the Panther game. It's the 64. Hey Trey, fix me some of them jazzy potatoes.
We are Marion State Bank.
And have been for 100 years.
Community banking. It's not just what we do, it's ingrained in who we are. By providing a banking experience you can trust. Marion State Bank. Marion, Farmerville, Sterlington, Monroe, West Monroe.
All right, Panther fans, we're back for our post-game interview. Storage.
Live down here with Coach Doty. Great come out the second half, and defense played a little well the second half, and the offense didn't play well the second half. Your thoughts on the second half?
Well, I think you summed it up for us perfectly.
Next week we are back at home again. Last we heard, OCS and Oak Grove was tied 21-21. So, you've got a great Oak Grove team coming in next week.
Yeah, and they're going to get to face a great Sterlington team because we're going to get better.
Good luck next week, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, Panther fans, that was the post-game interview with Coach Doty, brought to you by Ashley Storage. And Panther fans, just a good night for the Panthers. Started fast and able to finish it off in the second half for a great win here in Mangham.
Yeah, you can't say enough about what they did on both sides of the ball, Ben. I thought that offense came out and did what they wanted to do. They had some plays they knew they could take advantage of, just like, the long passes to Barr. Had Ram Foster with a touchdown pass as well. That was 3 touchdown passes tonight, 2 rushing. And on the defensive side of the ball, well, before I get off of that, great job by that offensive line.
Absolutely.
Once again, you got to recognize those guys. And really wasn't much drop-off once that second team came in. And as you rightly said, they were going against that first defense of Mangham. On the defense side of the ball, the Panthers stepped up big. There's 2 touchdowns on the board. I mean, one of those was against the first team. The other one's when substitutions were going on. But great job of those guys, as you said, 3 times inside the 5, and they were able to stop them.
Shut the door. And really, I think that's what Coach Doty wanted to see on both sides of the ball. I know, there at the post-game interview, we talked about maybe not the offensive performance you wanted to see second half, but honestly, you got 7 points, a couple turnovers, and some things happened, but you were able to move the ball. And I think seeing that offensive line move that big defensive line for Mangham has to make you feel pretty good. And I love what Coach Doty said in our pregame time today. He said, hey, they're big on the defensive front, but you know what? We're big too. Let's find out who's tougher. And I think tonight that offensive line answered the bell.
I think that's exactly right, and that's what he said. He said, hey, I want to see what that offensive line we have is going to do against a big-bodied defensive line like Mangham has. And I'm telling you, those guys, that's everybody back from last year that went to the semifinals. Yeah. And I tell you what, that offensive line at Sterlington did a tremendous job against those guys.
And then before we close up tonight, I just think we got to say one more time how well the defense played tonight. Yeah, from that front 5, front 4, probably about 7, 8 guys that got in on the defensive line. Your backers were flying to the ball. And Panther fans, don't miss this. T.J. Bell and Jalen Williams are 2 of the best athletes we're going to see all year long.
They absolutely are. And folks, if I wish you could have seen the highlights that the game against Oak Grove with Williams. The guy is incredible. He is hard target to hit, and the score they had, the one score against the first team defense, hey, it was him. I mean, he made about 2 or 3 little juke moves inside, and it was just really a thing of beauty. So those guys, they are legit athletes.
Yeah, so best of luck to Mangham rest of the way, but sure am proud of the way the Panthers played tonight. Hey, before we shut down, I want to take just a moment and tell you that tonight's game was brought to you by McDonald's. And we also want to say thank you to all of our Panther football broadcast sponsors: McDonald's, CommuniHealth Services, Surge Entertainment, Cross Keys Bank, Marion State Bank, the Downs Law Firm, Ron D. Bush Insurance Agency, Law Offices of Street and Street, Gallagher Insurance, Sparks Nissan Kia, First Security Title of Monroe, David Bryant, Realtor, Sterlington Rural Health Clinic, First Baptist Church Sterlington, the 64, Benoit Ford, Ashley Storage, NELA Turf, Kraftman Federal Credit Union, and Empire Media Management. William, final thoughts tonight on the win for the Panthers?
I think it was a great game on both sides of the ball, and in the special teams, we missed that. Jacob Green had a great night kicking the ball tonight. That was one thing they struggled with, but, hey, hats off to those guys as well.
Hats off to that special team unit, 5 for 5 on extra points tonight after struggling the first week. And Jacob also had some nice punts tonight, nice coverage. So hats off all the way around, offense, defense, special teams. Probably some ball security things to fix for next week. But that's things they can work on, and we'll welcome the Oak Grove Tigers into the Panther Den next Friday night, 7 o'clock. We hope you'll join us. Until then, go Panthers.
This broadcast is copyrighted by Empire Media and Management. Any unauthorized reproduction is strictly prohibited.